grandmother.
How's Rob? Rob's... I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little worried about Rob. See, ever since we tried to summon Cthulhu, he hasn't been the same. I mean, I get it. Cthulhu didn't appear, and the cults of the Yellow King, they're still out there, and that's a lot to deal with. I mean, I'm dealing with it too. It's just... with Rob, it's something else. I just don't know what. So, my parents are out of the house today, and I invited the guys over for a little D&D. You know, it's been a while since we've rolled the dice together, and I thought it would help take Rob's mind off of things. I think we all need that right now. He's here. Hey, Rob.
How's it going, dude?
I don't know what Mike's making such a big deal about. Everything's fine.
So, Ben, you ever played D&D before?
No.
Oh, don't worry, dude. It's easy.
What kind of character do you play?
I play a cultist.
But you are a cultist.
It's all cultist all the time. You should know this.
So do I get to cast spells?
Yes, you're a wizard.
I am?
Yes. You get to cast any of these spells here.
Wow.
You're sitting alone in a boat in the middle of the dark blue water. It's cold, and the moonless night is very dark.
Do we still have that ale with us?
Yes, you still have that cask of ale from that ship you salvaged.
Cool. I get drunk.
I attack the darkness.
Oh, whoa! Why didn't I think of that?
That doesn't make any sense.
The darkness is unaffected by your attack. But suddenly, out of the salty water comes a green-skinned creature with a fish face and gills. It's reaching out with scaled arms and webbed fingers trying to attack you.
Are these deep ones? You know I can't kill deep ones.
No, there are no deep ones in the Forgotten Realms. But if you've got to know metagame, then there's Sahagin.
Sahagin? That's close enough. I reach out to offer them my friendship. Take me with you.
But that thing might kill you.
No, they won't. I love them.
You're completely surrounded by Sahagin now.
How did they surround us? I had Mordenkainen's magical watchdog cast.
No, you didn't.
I try to give one of them a hug.
I try to kill one by casting magic missile.
I reach out to disrupt your spell. How dare you?
Rob, you're gonna have to do something. They're gonna kill you.
I can't. I'll just have to die. You know I'm constitutionally incapable of harming them.
But your character...
My character loves fish just as much as I do.
Dude, you gotta...
I quit the game due to objectionable content.
Alright, guys. We're gonna have to bring out the heavy artillery.
You don't mean...
I do.
It did cheer him up last summer when he got rejected by that lifeguard.
Hey, Rob?
What?
You got your favorite movie here.
Really?
Yeah, buddy. Wanna watch?
Yes. It's true. The Shape of Water is my favorite movie. It's like Twilight, but with a fish.
this. Yep. How'd you do that? Magic.
It's called prestidigitation. It's a transmutation cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Are those fish sticks?
No? Maybe?
Don't look.
Dave, don't you think that's a little insensitive?
I like fish sticks, okay? I wasn't thinking.
And you call yourself a member of the Esoteric Order of Dagon? Fish are friends, not food. I think I've lost my appetite.
You still watch it?
Well, that didn't go as planned. Next time, I'm going to try a Sahagin-free intervention.
I did it! I finally did it! I joined a cult. My wife said she wouldn't have it, so I left her! Best decision I ever made.
I'm worried about Mike again. He seems so distracted. I mean, I think something is going on with him, but he will not open up to me. So I'm gonna have his dad try and talk to him.
Yog-Sothoth. Yep. Yog-Sothoth is the gate. Aster. Yes? Oh. Hey, Dad.
Hey, son. Can I sit down?
Yeah. Sure.
You've been acting a little weird lately. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little worried about Rob.
What happened?
Well, Rob really wanted to commit himself fully to Cthulhu. And so we did a ritual and I branded him.
Wow. I didn't think you had it in you, son. But do you think this branding might have anything to do with why Rob is upset?
No, I mean, I don't think so. He really loves it.
Did you apply any topical ointment or give him any kind of pain relief after you branded him?
No.
Oh, when you brand someone like that, you've got to treat it. And you've got to give them something for the pain. He was probably in shock.
Whoa. I had no idea.
That's probably it, son.
Huh. Hey, how do you know so much about branding?
Oh, I branded a lot of my friends back in the day.
You did?
Oh, yeah. We used to have a good time.
I really need to do something for Rob after what happened. So, we're going to the lake. Just me and him. It's gonna be like old times. He's really excited. I think the lake is a really special place for him for some reason. But he decided to get a haircut first. Oh, this is him now. What's wrong?
We have to cancel our plans, Mike. I can't go to the lake like this.
Like what? Oh, if it's the brand you're worried about, then I can just get a scarf or
What?
something.
No! The hair, Mike! The hair! They completely ruined it!
You actually got a haircut? Kind of looks the same.
It's the same! Mike, are you delusional? The bangs, the sides, they got it all wrong! What will they think of me?
Who's they?
Creatures of the sea!
Look, they are not gonna notice, okay? I promise. Are you sure? Come on now. You were so excited about going to the lake. Remember? Now let's not let a bad haircut ruin a good day. All right.
They're looking at me, Mike.
Don't pay any attention to that.
You promised. Look, I know it's a bad haircut, okay? You don't have to be so weird about it.
Rob, let's go over here. There's some really fascinating fish over here. I'm gonna go get her stuff. I'll be right back.
One day you will be big and strong and free. Just like that one. And so will I. We will swim together in the ocean. Oh, the ocean? That's like this lake, but so much bigger. We'll be able to swim and swim forever.
Rob?
Have I ever told you how she and I met?
No.
He was here at the lake. I came here to cast Find Familiar. When the time was right, I prayed to Father Dagon to send me a kindred spirit. Someone to go with me on this journey. And then, from out of the depths, she came to me. Spell components weren't cheap. Charcoal, incense, herbs. But it was the best 10 gold pieces I ever spent. I'll never forget that you left your home for me. And one day, I'll go back home with you.
Rob, are you okay?
Thank you for bringing us here today. It's just what we needed. You're a good friend, Mike. The very best. What would I do without you?
O great Nyarlathotep, find me worthy to pass beyond the walls of this world, beyond Duat, the lily lake, and even the field of reeds. Hail the sedge and the bee, king of Upper and Lower Egypt. O dread son of Azathoth, I fall down and worship thee. I don't seem to have any more food here.
This happens to people who don't want it all the time. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's happening. Thank you, Father Dagon, thank you. Oh my God.
He said that it just came out of the water, and yeah. So that's how he says he got his fish.
Whoa.
What about you, Ben?
I got this in the toy aisle at Walmart, but it was just as romantic.
Oh, yeah? I'll bet.
So I think Rob's having some sort of mental breakdown.
How would you tell?
Oh, here he comes.
Look, I know it's a bad haircut, but ignore that. I've got some great news. No, stupendous news. Look.
What are we supposed to be looking at?
It's begun. I'm growing gills. Gills! My transformation into a deep one has finally begun. Father Dagon be praised.
Where are the gills?
Right here. Right here.
Rob, we don't see any gills.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, I think I see something.
Father Dagon blesses the worthy. Lesser worshippers, your time is still to come. But my fate has never been clearer.
Lesser worshippers?
Rob,
Looks like he's not sad anymore. I guess he's all better now.
I don't think this is better.
It started with the gills. Now there are scales running down my arms. I think I feel the webbing starting to grow between my fingers. See? There's a bump right here.
More fish in this cult. Do you see? Did a puppy have this happen?
So then I said, no, bro, it's seaweed.
Can we help you?
Yes, fellow cultists. I could really use some food.
Oh yeah? Welcome. We have donuts.
Wait, what's your name? Who do you work for? What god do you worship?
I'm Steve King, and I worship Nyarlathotep.
Likely story, Steve King, who wears a yellow shirt. It's the cultists of the Yellow King. We're being infiltrated. Away, evil one! Away!
You've got it all wrong.
Away!
That was close.
The cultists of the Yellow King almost ate our donuts.
How did you know he was with them? My powers grow stronger by the day.
Soon you'll be more powerful than Aquaman.
That time has almost come.
I was just hungry,
It's not our problem.
but I'm homeless.
We don't care. Go away, Steve. Never come back.
I swear eternal vengeance. Ow, ow, God.
There we go. You like that, don't you? It's always good to be in the water.
What are you doing?
I'm just taking her for a little swim.
Hey, that was a very brave thing you did over there. You and Steve tried to eat our donuts.
It's nothing, Mike. But you will all have to be much more careful when I've gone to the sea and I'm no longer here to protect you.
What are you talking about?
My father beneath the waves beckons.
Rob, how are you feeling?
Truth be told, Mike, I'm feeling very dry. Very dry. I'm not sure how much longer I will still be able to breathe the air.
Yeah, about that. Look, if I've done anything, what I'm trying to say is that, look, we can get you help.
Nonsense, Mike. I've never felt better.
Okay.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Just keep swimming.
Oh, yum.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we are going to eat you.
No, no, please don't.
Why shouldn't we?
Because I can bring you something better, something much, much better.
Like what?
The coffee-drinking cultists who meet under the pavilion. I can bring them to you.
The worshippers of Dagon and Yog-Sothoth.
Yes, they will make a much better meal than I will.
Interesting. Okay, Steve, you've bought yourself some time. But if you not bring them to me within 3 days, then you're back on the menu. Got it?
Yes, okay, I got it. Yes, I will bring them to you. I promise. This will get them. When they see this sign, they will walk straight into the lair of Shub, where they will meet their doom.
Where's Rob? I don't know, dude. I haven't heard from him.
It's not like him to be late. I hope nothing's wrong.
Guys,
Ben, what is it?
it's Rob. We were supposed to come here together, but when I got to his house, I found this.
Friends, the time has come. I can no longer live among the landwalkers. The call of the sea is too strong. I go now to eternal life beneath the waves. We're going home. Your friend and protector, Rob. P.S. Don't try to stop me.
We've got to stop him. You don't think he'd actually throw himself into the ocean, do you?
Have you met Rob?
We'll never get to him in time.
Yeah, we can. Okay, I know exactly where he's going. Follow me.
There he is! Rob!
Rob!
I told you not to try to stop me.
Don't do this.
I've been waiting my entire life for this moment.
Dude, I'm not sure you're ready for life under the sea.
I am more fish than man now. Can you not smell the salt of ocean waters?
Rob, this isn't the ocean. This is a lake.
Soon I will be with Father Dagon and all my kin under the sea.
Rob, please, you can't go!
Little disciple, there is nothing left I can teach you.
Nothing?
Nothing. You are ready to swim on your own now.
Oh, please don't go. Don't leave me alone.
Father Dagon and I will always be with you.
No, don't leave.
Grandmother! I am coming!
No!
He really did it!
He wasn't actually supposed to jump.
I didn't think he had it in him.
He was like a father to me.
Should we go in after him?
No, it's too late. He's too far off now. Probably swimming towards sea.
You're right.
What am I gonna do now?
Look! Shelter! I'm saved!
How's it going, Steve?
I tried to sign, but they didn't fall for it. They're too cunning. I just need a little more time. Just a little more time. Just a little more time.
Something is seriously wrong with Mike. I think something happened to his fish friend.
Mike? Can I come in?
I guess.
Hey. You want to talk?
It's Rob. He's gone. He went to be with the deep ones under the waves.
It wasn't your fault. There's nothing that you could have done.
I don't know how I'm gonna go on without him.
I know. I know.
He's free now.
He's swimming with the fishes.
Oh my God! I've got to call that boy's parents!
It's just not the same without Rob, dude. Ever since he left us, I've been leaning more into my music, you know? Music, man, heals the soul. It's healing my soul. We've even decided to rename the band in honor of Rob. We're calling it Big Daddy Dagon. The Deep Ones. The things we do for the Deep Ones' embrace. Sacrifice written on our face.
Can't believe he's actually down. Steve? That's my spot!
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you come over here and do something about it?
I can't believe I ran from Steve. Rob wouldn't have done that. I'm an embarrassment to him. I can't let that happen again.
We've come here today to celebrate the life of our friend, Rob.
This one's for you, bro. I can't believe he's gone.
I should have done something. Something more. Something sooner. This is my fault.
It's not your fault, Mike. We all knew that Rob was meant for truly great things.
Yeah, he was.
He was the best of us. Best cultist ever.
Now he's swimming. His dream. What could he wish for a friend?
Never be as good as he was. But I'll try. Steve! Stop it, Steve!
I was just hungry. He's trying to steal our donuts, man. What are we gonna do?
I call for a crusade against Steve! Die, Steve!
Hey, you there! Stop that!
At first, it was really hard without Rob around anymore. I woke up and I didn't know what to do. I stayed in bed for like 70 hours. But then I thought to myself, what would Rob do? And I knew. Kill Steve. I will continue the fight against Steve. This is my new purpose in life. This is my mission. I won't let Rob down.
Cool.
Shay, I need your help.
Hey, Ben. What's up?
I need a spell to kill Steve.
That escalated.
You know how to kill people with magic, right?
Well, yeah, I've helped a couple people shuffle off the mortal coil, but that doesn't really seem your speed. What if we just did a spell to give him a really, really bad day? I know this one that makes hair grow until it's bursting. There's this other one where you have hangnails on all of your fingers and all of your toes.
No.
Then there's the cartilage curse. Oh, I love that one. Bit of beef that just hops between each tooth.
No! Okay, I will not stop until Steve is destroyed. It is my duty as protector of the cult.
Oh. What about that book Rob gave you? Doesn't it have spells?
Yeah, it does. It has kill spells.
What did I tell you? Looks like you have everything you need.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob. As you can see, Steve is behind it all. The dog catcher, coleslaw, Crocs. He's even the reason we don't have girlfriends.
It all comes back to Steve.
Yeah, he's ruining everything.
If Rob were here, he wouldn't let this happen.
No, he wouldn't. But he's not. And I have to be our protector now. So I'm going to take Steve out.
How are you going to do that?
Do you remember how Rob said I was a wizard?
Yeah.
Well, I've been studying a lot. And I'm going to cast Power Word Kill.
Oh, whoa. Good choice, dude. I always wanted to try that one. It'll be amazing. Rob would be proud.
Yeah. Steve won't know what hit him.
Right. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Steve doesn't stand a chance.
Okay. Do you have all your spell components?
Yeah, it's somatic and verbal only.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm right behind you, man.
All right, Steve. You're in big trouble now. Prepare to meet your doom. Kill! Kill, kill, kill! What happened? I don't know. It just walked away.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You utter a word of power that can compel one creature you can see within range die instantly. All right. Could you see him?
Yeah, I could see him. He was standing right there.
Oh, was the tree in your line of sight?
No, no way. I just looked around it.
Okay. What's the range on the spell?
60 feet.
Okay, and how close were you?
It's hard to tell. We're not on a grid.
Here, look. All right. Where were you standing?
Right here.
Oh, all right. Take this. Stay here. I'm gonna go and stand by the garbage can where Steve was.
You know, we really should have done this before casting the spell.
Nope. That's only 25 feet. You were well within range. Honestly, you could have killed him from like way over there.
That would have been better, actually. He smells pretty bad.
Yeah. All right. What else does it say?
If the creature you choose has 100 hit points or fewer, it dies. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. So,
By Father Dagon! Steve has more than 100 hit points!
no way!
We'd have to hit him with a battle axe like 25 times to kill him.
No wonder it didn't work.
Steve.
Rat bastard.
Who is it? Oh, hi, Ben. Come on in. Door's open.
Is Shay here?
No, she's out. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah. You know a lot about magic, right?
It's my specialty.
Well, Shay said I should kill Steve with one of these spells.
Yeah, she told me about that.
I've been studying really hard, but my spell didn't work, and I'm not really sure why.
What spell were you trying to cast?
Power word kill.
Here, let me see. All right. Could you see him?
Yeah,
Okay. Were you within range?
totally. But I think what the problem is that Steve has more than 100 hit points.
Oh no, sweetie. Think about it. His scrawny little body couldn't have 100 hit points. I think you're just not high enough level to cast Power Word Kill. Look, it's a 9th level spell.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I'll have to figure something else out.
Here. How about this? Phantasmal Killer.
You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears? Visible only to that creature. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, and on a failed save, the target becomes frightened. But will that work?
Do you think Steve can make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, no, there's no way. He's really stupid. Says the frightened creature takes 4d10 psychic damage. That's perfect. That'll kill him.
Great! Okay, now on your way. Go have fun killing Steve.
Okay.
Did you hear about that boy, Rob?
Yeah, I did.
They still haven't found him. Do you want to hear the worst part?
What's that?
He had a full scholarship to study chemical engineering. His mom found the letter in the trash can in his room the day he jumped.
Rob had a scholarship for chemical engineering?
Yeah.
This is so terrible. It's these kids getting involved in all this stuff causes them to go crazy.
First they start playing Monopoly, and then they move on to Dungeons and Dragons, and the next thing you know, they're worshiping demons and drowning themselves in lakes.
I burned our copy of Monopoly just the other day, so that can't even get started at my house.
Yeah, good. Oh, I'll call you back.
Ma'am, is this your son?
Yes? What happened to him? What happened to you?
Nothing.
Your son and his gang beat up a homeless person in the park.
You're in a gang now?
No, I'm not in a gang. I'm in a cult.
And you beat up a homeless person?
He deserved it.
I cannot believe it. My son brought home handcuffed by the police. How infuriating.
Mom, this is not a big deal.
Not a big deal? First of all, you're grounded. You're not going anywhere. Nowhere. Do you understand me?
Okay.
And you're gonna clean up that backyard like I've been telling you to for weeks.
Fine.
Next, I want that robe right now.
Mom! No!
Right now!
No way!
Next, I'm gonna get every single candle out of this house.
Oh, great Nyarlathotep, I worship you. Who are you?
I'm Acantha. You're Steve, right?
Yes?
I saw you get beaten up the other day. I brought you a Band-Aid.
Oh, thank you.
How are you feeling?
Oh, not so good. I came out here to worship my Lord and Savior Nyarlathotep, but now I'm just afraid I'm going to get eaten and die out here alone and starving.
Get eaten?
Yeah, if I don't bring a substitute to the wicked women of the Black Goat, I'm done for.
Oh, I see. Now, Steve, don't worry. There's nothing anyone can do to prevent that.
There's not?
No, and you shouldn't worry about things you can't change.
There's nothing I can do to keep from getting eaten?
Well, no, not the getting eaten part. That part's inevitable. But if you're hungry, I'd be happy to bring over some muffins next time we make a batch.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Well, that would be wonderful.
Okay, I'll try to bring them over before you're gone. Now, stay warm out here. I would hate for you to die of pneumonia before something else can kill you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. This is it. I'm going to hide under the table. Then, when they come to drink their coffee, I will secretly pour this powder into their cups. They'll fall fast asleep, and I'll take them to the cult of Shub. And then, I'll be free. Oh.
We gotta keep an eye out. Steve could be anywhere.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen Mike lately?
No, not since he got arrested. He's probably in prison.
Oh my gosh. Or maybe he's just like at home?
Either at home or doing hard time in the big house.
Yeah. Oh, dude, did I tell you we might have a gig?
No, that's great, man.
Yeah, dude, so like some guys heard us playing and now we might have a gig at Cracker Barrel.
Cracker, but I love that place. Your music is gonna fit right in there.
Oh, dude, I appreciate it. Like, this might be the big break we need, you know? It's just, I need more exposure.
Have you thought about taking off your pants?
No? That would make me more exposed, though. Oh, and I'm trying to get an Olive Garden, too.
Oh, ow! That
Dude! Steve? What are you doing under there? Were you trying to slip us some Mickey?
You're gonna pay for this, Steve. Just you wait. As soon as I learn this spell, you are done for. You okay? This spell is a minor magical trick that novice spellcasters use for practice. You instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. Range 10 feet. Abracadabra. Hocus pocus, fish bones, choke us. It's not working. I can't even cast a practice spell right. How am I supposed to kill Steve with Phantasmal Killer? Can't do this without Rob.
We're the ones that you all fear. We're the strange things that you hear. We're the unknowns, but one thing's clear. If you run into us, then you'll disappear.
Oh, hi, Ben. Good to see you again. What's wrong? Did you kill Steve?
No. I can't cast a spell.
Why not?
I can't do it alone. I need Rob.
Sweetie, I don't think he's coming back.
He's not dead. He's just swimming. I mean, he grew gills and webbed fingers and everything.
He's with his own kind now.
Will you please help me? There must be something that we can do. I'll do anything.
There is one thing we could try. Long ago, the Deep Ones taught Obed Marsh how to summon them. Look. This symbol has been found carved on smooth river stones. When dropped into the sea and the appropriate prayers said, the Deep Ones will emerge from the water in times of great need.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. But where do I get one of the stones? Thank you. Thank you so much. You never knew how much you meant to me. You're like the father I never had. If I hadn't found you, I don't know what would have happened to me. I need you. Sheila. Please come back.
Mike! Ben? Is that you? What are you doing here?
I'm so glad you're here. I thought maybe you were doing time in the big house.
So what's up?
Well, I went to the lake to try to summon Rob, but he didn't come back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ben. Maybe he's too far off by now.
I guess I'm gonna have to kill Steve by myself, but I need your help.
Yeah, man. Of course, whatever I can do.
I want you to help me fully dedicate myself to Cthulhu, like Rob did.
Wait, you don't mean...
I do. It's the only way.
Ben, I don't think I can do that again, man.
Please, Mike. You're the wizard priest. You're the only one who can do it. Here.
Okay. I'll prepare the ritual, you go gather the cult. Mom won't let me out of the house, but maybe we can do it here while she's gone.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I've lost everything. My robe, my candles, my altar. But Ben really needs me, and this is too important. But I need my robe first. But luckily, I think I know exactly how to get it back. Bella?
Hello, loser.
You know where Mom put my robe, don't you?
Maybe.
Where is it?
I'm not telling.
Please, will you just tell me?
I don't think so.
Alright. You know how you're always wanting to come to one of our parties, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're about to have one in the backyard, and if you give me my robe, I'll let you come. And I'll let you be the high priestess too.
Ah, okay. Just a sec.
Thought that might work.
Here.
Thank you.
If Mom finds out you're doing this again, you're going to be in big trouble.
Well, she's not going to because no one's going to tell her. Are they? Good.
I just want to see him get in trouble again.
I hear chicks date brands, really.
I'm here.
Oh, good. Everyone, Bella is going to be our high priestess today.
Oh, welcome, Bella. Glad to have you in the cult.
Thank you. It's good to finally be here.
All right. I've gathered you here today under the most serious of circumstances. Ben, devoted disciple of Rob, and follower of Father Dagon, I'm no longer being initiated of the cult.
He has decided to devote himself fully to Cthulhu. Ben, do you understand the gravity of the ritual of which you're about to participate? Do you partake in it of your own free will?
I do.
So let it be done. Sacrificial victim?
Oh, whoa, Bella. Wait a second. You sure about this?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't like yellow bears anyway.
Thank you, Bella. I hear the Care Bears make the best sacrificial victims.
High Priestess? Do. Thank you, High Priestess. Now, a chaotic rhythm beaten on drums of human skin.
Oh, nice. I love that beat.
In his house in Rillier, dead Cthulhu waits dreaming.
Great Cthulhu, I pledge myself to you.
Cthulhu Fatagan.
It's so cold.
Hold still. It says it's supposed to hold it there for 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay. How's it look?
Oh, fantastic, dude.
Good.
Definitely some of my best work.
Now, Steve's time has come.
Mike!
Mom! You're home early.
He made me do it! I don't know. I like going to parties and being priestess, so worth it?
This calls for drastic measures. Father Roddick, thank you for coming so quickly. Please come in.
Thank you. So, what seems to be the problem?
It's my son Mike. He's possessed.
Oh, dear.
And I think it's spreading to my daughter.
Oh, no.
Can you exorcise the demons? You're all I have left.
I'll evaluate the boy. And if the demons of hell have possession of his body, I'll free his soul.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What's that hideous smell?
Probably my dirty socks. Who are you?
No, something else. Something unholy.
Look, you can't just barge into my room.
This. What is this?
Incense for Yog Sothoth?
I knew it.
Hey!
I've seen all I need to see.
What's going on?
This is for your own good, honey.
Remove thine evil robe from thine body.
What? No way!
Do what he says, Mike.
Never! What is going on?
Oh, Father Roddick is here to help us with our problem.
They're trying to take my robe again!
Can't he just wear the robe? It's important to him.
It's evil! I've had enough of demonic forces in this house. It must be burned.
No!
I thought you would understand that. No.
Hey, wait. No. Please, stop. Oh, you can't. Oh, please. You can't do that. You can't.
Yes, I can. I am your mother. It is gone for good this time.
No.
Move.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Father,
the power of
please.
Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
No! Mike! Run! Go now!
Stop! Let me up!
Hold still, little man! Stop struggling!
Let me up!
Stop! Stop it! Hold still!
What are you doing?
Mom.
Steve, the time for your destruction has come.
Will you please just leave me alone?
No, Steve. This has to happen. Besides, you're in my spot. Finguli Fatagan, Ranga Anga Ah, illusory manifestation at our Unith Edith target Kadistor saving throw.
Oh, God. They've come for me. I've got to get out of here.
That's right, Steve. Run! Run away!
Oh, man. You did it. That was amazing.
I know, right? Dude! Now, wait for me to take that psychic damage. Yeah. Did you see the look on his face?
Yeah, dude. He was so scared.
Now, let's give him that 4d10 psychic damage.
Oh, yeah. You got the dice?
Yep. Right here.
All right. Roll high, dude.
24 points of damage.
Do you think that'll be enough?
You have failed to deliver the worshippers of Dagon and Yogg-Sothothos as you promised.
Please, I just need a little more time. They're much more formidable than I thought. I just need a little more time.
Your time is up now, Steve. And besides, we want to eat you before you get any thinner.
No, please.
Whoa, dude, I think you really did it.
Was that Steve?
Yeah, I think that was him taking 24 points of psychic damage.
Do you think it killed him?
Sounded like it to me.
I don't know why you're bothering bringing him muffins.
Well, he shouldn't have to die of starvation. I mean, he might as well enjoy his last few days on Earth. Besides, we only need Ben to think that his spell worked.
When's he planning on casting that anyway?
Hopefully before the cult of Shub gets to Steve. Steve? Steve! Whew.
Uh-oh. He went that way. He went this way.
Oh my.
It would seem Steve has had a hard time of it. What do you think happened? Do you think they got him?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, if he did get away, and he has any sense at all, he won't be coming back here.
Oh well. I guess it's too late for his muffins.
Ben'll be happy.
Yeah. Do you still have those bones?
I mean, the ones from the last time we... yeah,
Just
I got
before?
them. Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a Band-Aid. And I have this idea. Look.
Here, have a drink. Mighty wizard. Thank you, mighty assistant.
Oh, hey.
Hey, dudes. How's it going?
Well, we cast a spell against Steve. He got terrified and ran off.
It gets even better. Look.
Steve is no more.
He's dead?
Yep. We found his remains a few minutes ago.
I'm a mighty wizard.
Yes, you are. Very mighty.
There's nothing I can't do.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
Here, we can celebrate with the muffins I made. I made them for Steve, but he obviously doesn't need them anymore. Mike!
Dude!
Are you okay?
My mom had a priest try to exorcise me. I only barely escaped. And they burnt my robe.
Oh.
I'm never going back there. Never. At least my dad had my back.
Can we get you anything?
Do you want a muffin?
Thanks.
Bro, you can stay at my place, you know?
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude, I got you.
I killed Steve.
You did?
Yeah, the spell totally worked and everything.
Great. Man, I knew you had it in you. If Rob were here, he would be... Rob!
What? It cannot be. You jumped.
Yes, into the life-giving waters of my kind. I've swum from the shallowest shore to the darkest depth of forbidden waters. I have seen sunken temples in aquatic cities. I have lived 1,000 lifetimes.
You're back! You answered my call.
Yes, it is good to see you again, friends. It's been a long time.
It's been 3 days, Rob.
What are you doing here, man?
The sea returned me to the land. Stars wheeled overhead, and every day was as long as the life age of the earth. But it was not the end. I felt life in me again. I have been sent back until my task is done.
What task?
I have returned to prove Father Dagon's power over the Yellow King by delivering his cult a final and ultimate defeat.
Rob!
Rob. Yes. That was what they used to call me. Rob. That was my name.
Rob.
I am Rob, the son of Dagon. I've come back to you now, at the turn of the tide.
Cultists. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's after party. I am very pleased to be joined by Brianna da Silva. Brianna's over there right now. She is the director and co-writer of the show. Say hi, Brianna.
Hi, Brianna.
Welcome. Glad to have everybody here. We have got lots of things to talk about tonight. I've got a whole list of items to talk about. And I just got confirmation that we are live through my email, which is good because I have screwed that up now. Gaia, the incomparable, asks, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing, Brianna?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm creative as of late, but also distracted on account of being creative. I've been working on Heath knows about this, but I've been working on a screenplay and it's just been consuming all my thoughts. So that's my life right now.
Show talk for the win. All right, let's talk about the show. Let's talk about the show. I tell you what, I'm going to bring up the show over here to the stream so that we can, and I can pause it and stop. Right, we can do live commentary. Right, yeah. And I've been trying to get people to do a live watch parties for the show. We did a live watch party for the show a couple of weeks ago. Like 3 weeks ago, I did a live watch party of all of season 1 here on the channel. But I've been trying to get other channels to do live watch parties as well. So if you're here and you've got some other channel that does like reviews and things like that, I'm very happy to send them the whole season, because sometimes watch parties can be rather lame if you're trying to do a watch party for a show that you don't have rights to, because YouTube won't let you show it. So you're doing a live watch party, but you can't actually see the show. But I've got the show, so if some other channel wants to do a live watch party and you think it would help get the word out about the Cultists, please let people know. All right, so let's talk about it right here, so we can do exactly this right here. So, all right, I'm going to let you lead off with the commentary, Madam Director.
Oh no, I'm not prepared for this.
This happens to people who don't want it all the time.
Do you remember that shooting the scene?
Yeah, that was like there was some confusion there. We kept doing that part over and over again, and he kept putting the emphasis somewhere weird, and we're like, it was like not clicking for some reason. So it was a challenge in communication, which was something that I really had to learn a lot as a director. I realized, especially during this season, I'm like, I really need to learn more about how to communicate with actors, because I was not doing a very good job. But that was a kind of funny moment. Like, we kept putting in different words. Like, what we're saying is that most people who become deep ones, it's horrible and you don't want to be a deep one. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh. So with that line was an issue for some reason. It was a miscommunication on set.
Right, because the transformation, and in his world, apparently this is happening to people all the time. People are turning into deep ones all the time.
Right. Rob thinks that and I want to comment on this, because you say Rob thinks that like the world of the Cthulhu mythos is real and all around, but we kind of leave that open on the show. That was something Heath and I talked about. Like, do we want to ever? Because there were moments when we had the opportunity to like make something actually happen, obviously, and so we're like, do we want that? Or do we want it to always be fake? We decided kind of in the middle that it was going to be like, you kind of leave it open that like maybe the Cthulhu world is real, but we're not going to say whether or not it is in the show.
Right. Yes.
This? Yes, it's happening. Thank you, Father Dagon. Thank you.
I'm terribly sorry for your cousin. I'm terribly sorry about that.
He said that it just came out of the water, and yeah,
that was his
non-scripted
lead in, which we do that a lot, especially for these kinds of scenes where it's like, okay, you can just kind of say what's natural, and then we go into the normal lines. Especially Peter, he prefers to do that a lot.
You're right. That was an unscripted lead in, because they were supposed to be talking about stuff, and he was clearly talking about his what Rob had told him about how he got the fish,
which was a great choice
week,
because that was the scene that happened right before. So
yeah, exactly. So he was talking about that, but that was unscripted, the unscripted lead in to this whole episode. Yeah.
Got his fish.
Whoa. What about you, Ben? I got this in the toy aisle at Walmart, but it was just as romantic.
Oh yeah? I'll bet. So I think Rob's having some sort of mental breakdown.
How would you tell?
Oh, here he comes.
Look, I know it's a bad haircut, but ignore.
How would you tell if Rob is having a mental breakdown? That's exactly it.
For that, I've got some great news. No, stupendous news. Look.
What are we supposed to be looking at?
It's begun. I'm growing gills. Gills.
And we've wondered, what does Rob think that he looks like at this point? Because we talked to Dax about that. They're like, obviously, you know, he's got the brand, and we were having a lot of trouble with the makeup of that brand, especially in this scene.
Yeah, you can see it starting to come off a little bit. I cringe. I'm like,
but but I don't think it actually looks that bad. But during that time, as it was happening, I was like, oh my God, this is disastrous, trying to get that thing on there. But like what Rob thinks he looks like at this point must be very different from what he looks like. Yeah, he actually looks like. Romance in the Toy Aisle, a subtitle for my unpinned memoirs. Thank you.
My transformation into a deep one has finally begun. Father Dagon be praised.
Where are the gills?
Right here. Right here.
Rob, we don't see any gills.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, I think I see something.
Father Dagon, bless.
I want to make some comments about character relationships because this was something that I was talking about with them a lot. I'm very character motivated, so it's always what I'm most excited about. So, like at this moment, right? Rob, you know, things were supposed to go a certain way in season 1. They did not. He went and did this very, you know, he dedicated himself. He went and did this very intense thing. He literally branded himself, and it still looks horrible. They have not been taking care of it. But Cthulhu didn't come. And so that is very hard for him to rectify with psychologically, which is why we are saying that he starts to have his mental breakdown a little bit, because he's got to make it make sense. Like something had to have happened, right? The alternative is too hard to accept. So some of these characters are reacting differently. Mike, one of the things that Peter and I were talking together about with Mike is that he feels really responsible because he was the one that did the branding, and he's seeing that Rob is not doing okay. They kind of have like he kind of is like the mom of the group, and so he's the character that is trying to take care of people. And so this is part of what is his dynamic in this season, is him trying to take care of Rob. Whereas the difference with Ben there, as he pretends to see it, is just that Ben is the opposite. He just wants to like follow Rob and look up to Rob. And so he's going to say something. He's going to kind of convince himself, maybe I see something. And we were talking about that. Like, does he actually see something there? Right.
Because he takes his cue for reality from Rob. Like, so Ben, so if Rob ends up saying, yeah, look, gills right here, Ben takes his cue from that and is like, oh, yes, okay, then they must be there. If Rob is saying
it's not that he visually sees it, he's not hallucinating, but he's just like, maybe that little shadow is this gill. Yeah. That's all I was going to say.
This is the worthy. Lesser worshippers, your time is still to come. But my fate has never been clearer. Lesser worshippers?
Rob.
There's his mom, like...
looks like he's not...
It's just a mom, like, scold. Anyway, sorry.
Sad anymore. I guess he's all better now.
I don't think this is better.
I really
started with the gills.
I love that.
Now there are scales running down my arms. I think I feel the webbing starting to grow between my fingers. See? There's a bump right here.
That was like one of the very first scenes that Dax filmed after he was back. Like that, I think that may have been like a day one scene or something like that with him being crazy.
More fish.
And so this is the first time that I'm shown in an episode. Now I have been in these episodes in after credit scenes.
Yeah.
So if you didn't see me in the post credit scenes, you should have watched the post credit scenes. But here I am because this is the first time that I intersect with the main narrative, right? As Steve.
This was when you and I started laughing while we were watching it earlier.
Yeah.
So,
So then I said, no, bro.
See, this is another one of those.
Seaweed.
That's right. That
Unscripted
was
lead-ins,
another unscripted from Sky right there.
Yeah.
Can we help you?
Yes, fellow cultists. I could really use some food.
Oh, yeah? Welcome. We have donuts.
Wait, what's your name? Who do you work for? What god do you worship?
Hunter says Steve's gonna be trouble for the group. Yes, he definitely is.
What, have
And
you been
also,
watching the
everybody
trailers?
wave at Heath, yes.
You mean Steve? Who's Heath? Who? What?
I'm Steve King, and I worship Nyarlathotep.
Likely story, Steve King, who wears a yellow shirt. It's the cultists of the Yellow King. We're being infiltrated.
That yellow shirt, by the way, is the same yellow shirt that Dave was wearing in season 1, just by accident for the stops of props. That was that shirt. That's actually the same shirt in universe, but from the prop perspective, yellow shirt, that was the same one that was used.
Away, evil one! Away!
You got it all wrong.
Away!
I always laugh at that part. It's just so, and then the great thing is, of course, we did that in lots of takes. So, so he fell physically on the ground over rocks and roots lots of times. He was very committed to this role, but that was my favorite fall. So that one was the one that made it. And it's just something
And I think
about
that was the very first one.
It's just so derpy looking. Like it's something about how, I don't know. It was just perfect.
Yeah, I think that was take 1. But yes, there were multiple falls for people to take.
Close.
For Brianna to
The cultists of the Yellow King almost ate our donuts.
and also Steve with the fish. You know, he brings out the fish, or excuse me, Dave here with the fish. He brings out the fish. And
Oh yeah, he just, that's right. That was,
like
I think that was his idea. He just like had it staffed in his robe and just pulls it out like a weapon. And it's just, you know, yeah, I think that was his idea.
I think it was.
How did you know he was with them? My powers grow stronger by the day. Soon you'll be more powerful than Aquaman. That time has almost come.
Yeah, I gotta make another comment. Not to stop it too much, but of course, so many things. But so here too, you have Rob, because he has this perception that he's turning into Deep One. Now he's getting his confidence, and so that is an important part here, where he's like, okay, now I'm becoming powerful. And again, Ben is just following him for his sense of reality. Okay, he says that. All right, must be true.
It's not our problem.
Well, we also watched Aquaman specifically for that, because when he makes the comment about Aquaman, we did watch that, and we were looking for other opportunities to bring Aquaman references in, but we didn't really find them. So that was the one Aquaman.
But we researched it.
Yeah, we watched it. We researched it pretty thoroughly, but I do appreciate that the respect they're giving Aquaman. It's like, man, you can be more powerful than Aquaman. And then,
Aquaman is such a dumb movie.
we thought that it was kind of lame. And then but the fact that Rob really likes it, he's like, yes, I am almost Aquaman right now.
But I'm homeless.
We don't care. Go away, Steve. Never come back.
I swear eternal vengeance.
Such a derpy character.
I kicked several things during that one, and there was something that I hurt myself on some kick.
I'm sure you did, because each time you fell, it fell a little different, so you kind of would do that take a little differently and hit something else, and some of them didn't even match each other very well. I think this might be a different take though.
Well, it could have been.
But yeah.
There we go. You like that, don't you?
It's like the most disturbing part. So I was just gonna say, it's like the most disturbing part of the show. It's the scene.
But that was an early idea too, about, well, he's got to have his fish on a leash, walking them around. That was an early idea for season 2, that having the fish on a leash.
It's always good to be in the water.
That's right.
What are you doing? I'm just taking her for a little swim.
Yeah, that was a very brave thing you did over there.
Because fish on a leash as part of the props was like one of the things that we had.
Yes, that was listed as a leash, as a script object. Yes.
And Steve tried to eat our donuts.
It's nothing, Mike. But you will all have to be much more careful when I've gone to the sea and I'm no longer here to protect you.
What are you talking about?
My father beneath the waves beckons.
Rob, how are you feeling?
Truth be told, Mike, I'm feeling very dry. Very dry. I'm not sure how much longer I will still be able to breathe the air.
Yeah, about that. Look, if I've done anything, what I'm trying to say is that, look, we can get you help.
Nonsense, Mike. I've never felt better.
And this scene is definitely Mike realizing that Rob is gone and disturbed beyond Rob from season 1. That we already know that Rob is out there, but he's even further out there in this scene.
And Mike isn't sure what to do about it. It's like I'm reaching out to give my friend some help, and it's not working. What do I do now?
And he's weirder than I could have thought, right? But because he had the conversation with Dad last episode, he's got an idea about what could possibly be happening.
Right. So he's better suited to see what's going on.
Okay. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Just keep swimming.
And that's our second Dory reference. The what's the movie?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. That's our second Finding Nemo reference. And actually, I think that was the only one that was in the script. That Fish Are Friends, Not Food was Dax's addition off of script in season 1.
Was it?
I believe it was. Was it?
I don't even
Fish
remember.
Are Friends, Not Food? I would have to check
Maybe.
the script. But something tells me that was something that was
Or it might have been
ad-lib.
Or maybe not ad-libbed. It might have been an idea that we then worked into the script or something. It might have been a cast idea. That sounds
Actually,
familiar.
I think you're right. It may have been a cast idea during while we were talking during season 1. It may have been Sky's idea, who plays Dave, and then we incorporated that line into that. I think that's what it was. Chaz says, "I know an interesting twitch. It turns out it's Kanye West and his old one."
They're just there.
Yum.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we are going to eat you.
No, please don't.
Why shouldn't we?
Because I can bring you something better, something much, much better.
Like what?
The coffee drinking cultists who meet under the pavilion. I can bring them to you.
The worshippers of Dagon and Yog-Sothoth.
Yes, they will make a much better meal than I will.
Interesting. Okay, Steve.
Now, she just lays the net on me during that. But we had a much more complicated idea in the script for them trying to tie me up in some way. And it was just not something that we were going to be able to do and get the ropes to go around or something like that. And so we ended up with the idea of the net, and that, well, she only even just lays the net on me.
Yeah, and even just doing that was hard because the wind kept messing up the net. So there are a lot of takes where it's even worse, where you're like, what are you doing? And there's like nothing really happening.
This was an extremely windy day that we were shooting that. And sometimes, the net was just like hardly even on me. Like, what are you doing? Right. Yeah.
You bought yourself some time. But if you not bring them to me within 3 days, then you're back on the menu. Got it?
Yes. Okay. I got it. Yes. I will bring them to you. I promise. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so glad to see everyone here. It's a very special night because not only do we have Brianna for the after party, who is the co-writer and director of the show, we also have Dax. He plays Rob. So Dax Rocker is also with us. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Jason was just saying that he thought that was a great show. So maybe something unexpected there. We will see. I hope so. It was a lot of fun. So Jason is here. Left Spin is with us again. Welcome, welcome. Max says hello. Hello, Max. And then also Heather. Hi, Heather. Cthulhu Bob is here. Oh, no. Rob, I hope his gills work. Yep.
Guess we'll find out.
And then we have commentary on the Bearded Dragon as well. So
this is Levi, and it's basically his bedtime, so he's very sleepy right now.
Okay. Well, let's bring up the show and let's talk about it then. So we can bring it up here. I think you may have seen what we do, Dax. So if you want to call out, just call out and say stop if we're going by something you want to say. But otherwise, we will we'll get there. We'll stop it periodically. All right. So here we go. This will get them. When they see this sign, they will walk straight into the lair of Shub, where they will meet their doom.
All right, let's just pause. I want to comment. I love your cartoonish villainy so much. I really do. Was that your idea? Like your take on Steve? Was that your idea for him?
This is mostly what Heath did. And
yeah.
Yep.
Well, obviously, what he does, he's a cartoonish-like villain anyway. But that the hopping off, I think we may have done an extra take of that for a little bit, but that was basically just the thought about what Steve was like right there.
Yeah, I love all the little, like, so much happens in such a short period of time with the little, like, pulling up the hood and the.
Because I remember in season 1, like you played a character that was just there for a brief interview.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of Steve. Like we started making jokes about it, and then it became like a real thing.
Right. Yeah, it was credited as Steve because originally Steve was actually part of the crew in the beginning, but Steve got dropped, and his lines in the first season got really distributed between. Well, probably all three of them, but really.
Yeah, he was like a different character at first, but then he changed. He had a different role.
I can see how elements of Steve would go into Rob. That's for sure.
I'm sure some of his lines went to Rob, but yeah, like because his personality wasn't totally there either, but there was still like a little bit of variation in season 1, and so I chose like one of the goofier ones, and then that's where we went with season 2, is making it even goofier than that. So
yeah. I love the cheese. I love the hokiness. That's my thing. That's my thing.
Yeah, and Steve pushes that even further than any of the other characters go.
Yep.
Where's Rob? I don't know, dude. I haven't heard from him. It's not like him to be late. I hope nothing's wrong.
Guys!
Ben, what is it?
It's Rob. We were supposed to come here together, but when I got to his house, I found this.
Friends, the time has come. I can no longer live among the
I just want to
landwalkers.
make like a very slight, quick comment because there were a lot of different takes on this, and I wanted this moment to have a lot of energy. So they're like different takes that are spliced together, where like people are moving around more to create more of that like, what's going on? Anyway,
I kind of vaguely remember this now because I was boom operator for this, and like I would have to go at different angles each time. Oh man, that was funny. Yeah.
That's a fun thing. That even though Rob wasn't around, Dax still was. Dax was
on set for every single day of shooting.
All of the sea is too strong. I go now to eternal life beneath the waves. We're going home. Your friend and protector, Rob. P.S. Don't try to stop me.
We've got to stop him.
You don't think he'd actually...
That's one of our favorite contrasts right there.
It's just so well executed. Yeah, great part on Peter there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Really throw himself into the ocean, do you?
Have you met Rob?
We'll never get to him in time.
I'm sorry, that one hit me in a way I didn't expect. I'd heard that before. I've seen this episode before, but it just hit me there.
It's also been a while, I feel like, since any of us have watched it, because we filmed it, and then like even for me, post-production, I feel like was so a long time ago. I'm kind of watching it with fresh eyes now.
Yeah, it was posted first on Vudu, wasn't it?
Vimeo. We put it on Vimeo.
It was on Vimeo. Yeah, it's not currently there now because it's now coming out on here, but it was, yeah.
But I watched all the episodes on Vimeo, and that has now been like a year. So seeing it again is great. Yeah.
You can't put anything past Rob, like
No.
Right.
Heather says best line, and Cthulhu
best
Bob
line,
also
yeah,
says classic.
Yeah, we can. Okay, I know exactly where he's going. Follow me.
That was also where I wasn't afraid to take damage, and I think that the leaping over was something that Sky wanted to do. Right?
I feel like you were wanting to take more damage, and I was like,
you
no.
were. I remember.
Oh yeah, because he was going to step on me.
Yeah, you were like, they're gonna step on me and kick me, and I'm like, no. I think we had a conversation about that.
So he just jumped over and didn't.
I'm always concerned about people's safety. I'm like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, and the way that scene looks, like the cinematography, I'm just sort of reminded of Jackass. It feels like this is a Jackass stunt I'm watching, the way you fall over and get trampled.
Brennan did such a great job with all the just his whole camera work. He really matched the stuff
he's great.
With, the office and stuff really well. He did a great job.
Yeah, that office vibe is very present.
Yes.
The Office, but also I had not seen Parks and Rec, but Brennan loved Parks and Rec, and apparently we watched it later. We watched some Parks and Rec later. You and I did, but he clearly
it does a lot of Zoom too.
Parks and Rec, yeah. The
comedic Zoom, yeah.
Left Spin says, I saw it there on Vimeo from the Patreon. I believe that was the Indiegogo, because I tried the Indiegogo to try to fund season 3, and we didn't raise enough to do that. That's why we're trying again with Ritual, which we'll talk about again after this. But I'm still thinking about how to do some type of Patreon, because I was hooking some things up.
Yeah.
But it was probably Indiegogo that was on it. Thank you so much for being with us for that long, Left Spin. I know there are several people who have the mugs and things like that from that, and the coffee.
There he is! Rob!
He looks like he's in a tree. He is.
Well, that was one of these other situations where we said, okay, what does Rob think he looks like when he's standing out there?
Majestic.
Yeah,
what do you think Rob thinks he looks like, Dax?
Yeah, I mean, I think that he thinks he's just stoic right now. But to everyone around him, I think he looks absolutely weird.
Well, first of all, he probably thinks that he is at the ocean, because he thinks he's at the ocean. So he's actually seeing like he's out on a pier or something above a great expanse of ocean. And he thinks he looks like a deep one. Like his transformation is fully complete. And so when he's like looking at himself.
Yeah, as far as what I think Rob is seeing when he was out there, I was imagining deep ones beneath me. Like they're out there, they're calling me, and I'm ready to go in with them. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Cthulhu Bob says that I totally expected him to have stuff all over his face. Yeah, we didn't go that route because it's all in his head. It's the delusion of. Yeah,
but he convinced you, so that's great.
Yeah, but that is great.
I think we did we not want to have like a little bit of ambiguity for the audience of like,
on some things.
Yeah.
Like, are there actually deep ones out there?
Well, it's like in the first season, is the Yellow King real or is he not real?
Or do the witches actually teleport themselves and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Maybe he sees Devil Reef. Yeah, he could think that he's at Innsmouth looking out on Devil's Reef. Yeah, that could be it too. All right.
Rob, I told you not to try to stop me. Don't do this. I've been waiting my entire life for this moment.
Dude, I'm not sure you're ready for life under the sea.
I'm more fish than man now. Can you not smell the salt of ocean waters? Rob, this isn't the ocean. This is a lake. Soon I will be with Father Dagon and all my kin under
Doesn't even hear that.
Rob,
complete ignoring.
Yeah.
And this was shot at the same day as the other lake scene.
Yeah, it's the same location. We're just a little bit further
on
away.
a different part of the lake. Yeah, and this wasn't this. Oh yeah, it was the cold day because we talked about. I remember it being so cold. We were on the other side. I think it warmed up a little bit when we were over here, but it was still real windy.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Please, you can't go.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
I want to know. Sky has that line. I don't think you're ready for life under the sea. We did a few takes of that with him saying "under the sea" like Sebastian from Little Mermaid.
I thought about that as I was watching that. Yeah.
I think he does do it a little bit. I think that take has him doing it in a subtle way.
I didn't quite hear it in the take we got here.
I don't remember what my decision was there. So.
Well, no. I mean, the decision you have is perfectly fine here, but it's I remember him doing that so many times.
Yeah.
I had to mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are always like, Brianna, can I do it this way? We can always do at least one take. I'm always like, I really feel like it's good to experiment. So if someone has an idea, like, yeah, let's do it.
You're a very pro experimental director, and that's what's fun about being on set of the Cultists.
Aw, thanks.
So. Little disciple, there is nothing left I can teach you.
Nothing?
Nothing. You are ready to swim on your own now.
Please don't go. Don't leave me alone.
Father Dagon and I will always be with you. I just caught buzz here. It's such a little scene, right? Like, I'm just taking off the pen, but I remember this was done many times.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think I remember us doing this take a lot.
It was hard to make it smooth, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I was holding the trident, and then I had to take it off. You have to use both hands to take off that pen.
Yeah.
And so I don't even I don't know exactly what I did just there, but we finally found a way to make that look pretty seamless.
And then some editing helped too. I think there was some
editing,
yeah. Where it was like, I think Brennan was trying to cut that.
That's true. In actuality, that scene of taking it off might have been a little bit longer, but it worked the way it was cut.
Because there's a little bit of like an awkward pause that works there.
Grandmother, I am coming. No.
Which that was the scene, right?
No, because that part was weird to coordinate, like to block. I mean, because like he's standing right there. How does he not? How do they not stop him? They're right next to each other. So that was another weird thing to try to coordinate to make that believable. And it's like just like Peter just kind of not looking at him right before it happens to save that like extra second. So it's a little bit arbitrary, but like that was one of those like a little bit challenging blocking moments. And then I wanted to say too about like, because I was talking earlier about safety. So when we were first testing this location out, I went and did the jump in the lake myself first to figure out where I wanted Dax to climb out. And I'm glad I did, because it turned out like climbing back up that spot right there was difficult. And I think I scraped myself up a little bit. So yeah, so that was one of the things. It was really cool. But I'm like, that's my attitude. I'm like, hey, if I'm gonna ask someone to do this, then I want to be something that I better be willing.
Something
to
that you're comfortable doing yourself. Yeah.
Right.
Wait, so there's several things to say about that. Is that I think that when we wrote the scene, we anticipated them being way out there on the pier, like so he goes charging off like like way out into the lake like that,
right.
And so he would have taken off much further away. But we didn't want to take the camera out onto the pier, so we were actually had the camera on the land. So we moved the scene closer to jump off there. And I have the scene where you jumped. I have the footage where you jumped off, Brianna.
Is that going to go in behind the scenes sometime? I feel like it should.
Well, we could play it now.
Oh,
play it now. Okay, hold on. Okay, I've got it.
While you do that, I'm going to take the little bearded dragon into his cage and put him in there. Everyone say good night to Levi.
Good night, Levi.
Good night, Levi. This is the raw footage of Brianna jumps.
Oh my god.
It says, wait a minute, your browser's having trouble sharing your video. What?
Oh
no. Another Halloween curse.
Oh, no, I got it. Okay. So it looks like this is the cut down one. Okay.
Seeing Cthulhu Bob's comment. Well, we'll come back to that after you play this.
Come on.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. So I think I just cut this.
Do you have to bring the other thing down first? Is that why it's not playing?
No, it says, whoops, looks like your video file doesn't have a video track. Well, yes, it does. I'll try to get that up in just a moment. Once we go through this, I'll try to get that up. Yeah, lots of people talking about things. Yeah, Cthulhu Bob says, I kept expecting him to surface, sputtering and half drowned. Well, we will have to see what happened to Rob.
Yeah, because it's like he never comes up for air, and that's another like comedy of the comedic part of that scene. It's like he should have come up for air by now, but nope. You just never see him come up. And we did that, by the way. We had a separate take of Dax going into the water, and that was different from them sitting there talking. So like they're not doing that while Dax is just holding his breath. We said for that one we threw a big rock to create the.
Oh yeah, that's right. I had the rock.
Yeah.
And in the other scene, the rock went in.
The funny part about it was that so you guys wanted me to hold my breath for as long as I reasonably could. You guys weren't pushing me or anything, but like since we were only doing one take of this scene,
we only got one take.
Yeah, you guys wanted to see if you could do it without dropping the rock. So I was perfectly, like, I've been able to hold my breath for a minute before. Like in terms of my lung capacity, I'm not a smoker. I should be able to do it, but the shock of the cold water was I went up for air like almost immediately. It wasn't immediate. It was maybe 20 seconds, but gosh, I was so disappointed in myself because it was like, I know I can hold my breath longer for that. It was just a shock. I don't know.
But it was also the fact that like we can see you in the water, and so it wasn't the same effect either.
Oh,
it's a pretty funny take though, and it's in the bloopers. The actual take of you jumping in, because you're just like, we told them to keep going no matter what, and you're just like obviously there, and they're like, well, he's probably gone now. While you're like splashing.
Yeah, you're making me remember it better. I think why I went up quicker. I was very clear of the fact that I was floating above the surface.
Yeah.
When I was supposed to be out of shot under the water, and it was just so it was so painfully obvious to me that I was above the surface that I snapped out of character and I started breathing. Yeah.
I feel like we should try to find that clip too after this, maybe.
And it was also so cold. Okay, I got her up. So this is the edited version. So this is Brianna. We were there like the week before, and this was cold water.
It was still cold.
And I was filming it.
Grandmother, I'm coming. I did the same thing immediately after surface.
Oh my god, that's so cold.
Why did this end like a found footage video?
Because he put it down.
Because I went charging to help get her out of the water. She jumped in, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so cold! Oh my god!"
There? I thought Brennan was there too.
No,
this time he wasn't. No, it was just the two of us.
This was just the two of us. Here, I'll show it again.
Grandmother, I'm coming.
Titanic music plays on a flute.
Oh my god, that's so cold.
That's our action director right there. That's our action director. Let me see.
If you could, you should bring up the bloopers if you have it. If it takes too long to do.
Oh no, I think I should be able to get it.
Just to get that
because I was going to play. I'll put up the whole bloopers for the entire thing after the show. But let me see if I can find. We'll scrub. We won't show the whole bloopers because there might be spoilers or something.
Yeah.
But I don't do that. So I'll just scrub to that. Blooper reel. Yeah. Okay. It didn't say the cultist blooper reel. So yeah. I didn't think about having all these videos ready.
That's all right.
Oh, hopefully it is in a format that this understands. Oh, yep. Okay. Dude, well understood that one. Take that one down. All right, let's see what we go here.
Don't look. Spoilers. Just kidding. I don't think there are any spoilers in it because I think I was intentional about it.
I mean, if you scrub through them fast enough, you won't know the context anyway. It's not
True.
really a spoiler.
That's
here we go.
Go back a little bit.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, because there's two parts.
There are two parts.
Do we go in after him? No. He's too far off now. Towards the beach.
It's the last the part at the end too. The very
It's like
last
they really don't want Rob to come back.
Right, so they had to keep going. So they're like, keep shoot, even though I'm like, oh my god, because I ran like as soon as that happened, I ran out to the pier to try to help you in, and then they're going like, should we help that guy? No, he's
Well, you see the producer.
Do we
Go close to the end.
No. He's too far off now. Probably swimming towards sea.
Him and I are going to the lake.
It's the last clip in the blooper.
And then I do think it's the last clip. Yep.
Oh, maybe not. No, I forgot that scattered throughout. You just passed another one. I forgot. I put these together. They're like.
I think
he's just like sadly walking away. Props to Peter for staying in character.
didn't the trident break?
Yes, yes. It did.
And we were looking for one of your bracers or something that was someplace in the water.
Oh man.
Yeah, there was some. I don't know. Did we find the brace?
I don't know if we did or not. I think I had 2 pairs, and so
two
it
pairs.
may just be lost.
May still be there.
I know that rune is still there. If somebody wants to be like a real cultist fan, like go dive down there and get.
Yeah, there's something else that's thrown down in another episode. So yeah, it's we haven't seen that
I
one yet,
I
but there's something down
seeing
there.
it in the water. The rune, it's very clearly there. If you show up there on a bright sunny day, you should.
You can steal it. It'll be yours.
Yeah.
Good job, dude. Good job. Yeah.
Everybody celebrates.
I did appreciate that. No, I just want to say, yes, it was cold water, but it was like mid-March, wasn't it? It wasn't like it was January, you know?
Right.
Well, I wouldn't have put you in the water in January. That wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Like, I want to say, if anybody remembers when Sky got the cold bucket of water dumped on him by me in season 1, I, given the choice between the 2 activities, I'm fine with what I ended up doing.
Yeah, that was actually during freezing weather that happened.
Yeah.
Dax, you do have a question from Left Spin, but we'll go to that. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
So Left Spin, I see. We'll answer that afterwards. John, welcome, John. Hollywood would be so disappointed. They don't want you to stop filming if the universe is collapsing in on itself. We try to keep going. And then Drew says, greetings from Australia, fellow cultists. We are enjoying the after show. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Glad we have fans in Australia as well. And, we're doing the best we can here. We're trying to get as much of the word out as we can and do another season. All right, so let's go back to the show here.
He really did it.
He wasn't actually supposed to jump.
I didn't think he had it in him. He was like a father to me. Well, should we go in after him?
No.
Reasonable question.
It's too late.
Yeah, no, should we go in? No, it's too late. Whatever.
Too far off now. Probably swimming towards sea.
You're right.
That brings up an interesting question. What is it that Mike thinks is happening? That like he's just like swimming. He's like way far away. Like, what is he imagining? Like, how fast is Rob swimming right now?
That's a great point, because we said how Ben takes his cue of reality, and so obviously Ben is there in Rob's reality. He accepted that he has gills and all of that and is swimming away. However, Mike doesn't have that same perception of reality, that what actually just happened here.
Yeah,
when he doesn't come up, and Dave as well. Be interesting to ask them.
Yeah, you have a question for Hannah. Did you want to share that right now?
You have a question for what?
No, I mean you said a fan had a question for me.
But it has to do with your like career trajectory.
Okay,
so
we'll do it after the commentary, and then that'll have more time.
Oh my goodness.
Right, and Cthulhu Bob, talks about that too. It's interesting that Mike flip-flops between sensible and believing Rob is probably out to sea by now. So,
because you could say it's not that Mike is delusional, but Mike is a true believer, right? So he wants to believe. He believes that all these things are possible. So he does kind of alternate between being grounded and also thinking things that are pretty goofy.
He does brand him. I mean, he does go all that way. Oh, thank you. Shout outs are much appreciated. Hopefully we'll get a lot more people.
Look!
I also had to make that crawl many times. Brianna, I don't remember why. Why was that so difficult to get?
It was a framing thing, I think. I think it had to do with getting it to look right. I don't remember exactly, but
the cape. I remember the hood. I think it flew up in your face at one point, didn't it?
Oh, it might have.
Yeah.
But I remember Brianna said, "Okay, where do you want me?" And she was like, "Right here." And she put me in a mud hole. That was like the low part in right here. That was soaking wet. So I'm getting wet in the mud, and I had to crawl through that. It was many times.
And the thing was, you mentioned that to me afterwards, and I was like, I didn't even realize I was putting you in the mud. It looked good here. But anyway.
Shelter! I'm saved!
That voice.
That's not always the voice, is it?
Like, I feel like in moments of emotion, voice. Maybe is that right?
Yeah, well, actually, a lot of times he has the higher pitched kind of whinier voice. And now I did take when I was crawling down here, I took a dunk into the stream. Remember that? I slipped someplace and went into the stream, and with the sign too. And I was like, oh no, I got the sign wet. And is that going to look okay in, other takes or whatever? Because we had to figure out, I got to get down there with the sign, and whatever.
The things that you think are simple never are.
How's it going, Steve?
I tried to sign, but they didn't fall for it. They're too cunning. I just need a little more time. Just a little more time.
I just want to compliment the outfit that Sarah has here. It's just such a good costume design.
Yes. Oh yeah. Well, that's all Megan. Yep. That was Megan. Now the staff I made, and that is a styrofoam head on that staff, which is the crown of the Night Mother, which I also wrote the lore for, which is on the Journey to the Tree of Sorrows channel, because we created that for the Cult of Shub, and so I put it on her staff.
It looks so yeah.
Left Spin says we could have a spinoff of social workers trying to help these people.
We've talked about having spinoffs.
But yes, I do love that. We had several different costume upgrades, and we talked about last time how we had functional costume upgrades for Dax and Glenn, because their costumes were tearing up in season 1. But we wanted her to actually look cooler, so we did not only a functional upgrade, but an artistic upgrade to her costume.
Just a little more time.
And we should point out that there's no after credit scene on this one, but further special thanks to Father Dagon, Grandmother, we are coming. We always have the little bit of the something at the end of each season 1 and season 2. So our season 2 kind of tagline was special thanks to Father Dagon, Grandmother, we are coming, which obviously comes from this episode.
What was season 1's?
I think it had to do with the 1001.
Yeah, special thanks to the 1,000 young. Yeah. the 1,000 young that were coming. All right, so that is our behind the scenes review of this episode. We ought to see if other people, like one Sunday or something like that, we could do the same thing, because we had the idea of talking about the cultists, but we should, some people may want to watch through like this with other actors and things like that, some of the episodes, and provide their commentary. That could be fun. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday night after party, and welcome, Brianna, once again. Very glad to have you here. And it looks like there's a party going on in the background. I like that a lot.
I have these fairy lights. I'm a big fan of fairy lights, so I'm in my living room today. Hopefully it'll stay quiet. If I have to move somewhere else, I may.
Well, I like the party look. I like the party look.
Yeah.
Let's go over here and let's start. There's a lot that we want to say about this, I think. I was remembering all kinds of things as we were going through this as well. All right, here we go.
Something is seriously wrong with Mike. I think something happened to his fish friend.
Of course, that's his Rob's drinking horn, which it was originally supposed to be a shell, but I could not find a shell. We were going to have him drinking out of a shell, according to the original script.
Yeah,
but,
I forgot about that. That was what that's what we put in the script.
But I could not find a shell. I mean, that would have been
big, cool. Like a big shell. Yeah, that would have been so perfect.
That would have been very Rob. But this became very iconically Rob too. I just had this around the house, of course, and so this became iconically Rob's drinking horn.
Mike, can I come in?
I guess.
Hey, you want to talk?
It's Rob. He's gone. He went to be with the deep ones under the waves.
It wasn't your fault.
So we were both, while we were watching this, we were both talking about this a little bit, and I like how we got our tone here, because this is obviously the saddest part of the show so far, and there's a lot of it's a bit of a downer, and we're kind of processing things that have changed here, but it never gets completely sad because this is a comedy, and so even though it's like this is a sad moment, it's also pretty ridiculous. Like he's gone beneath the waves. Like, what are you talking about? So that was definitely something that was intentional. We've got the sad, it's because it's still comedy, so it's never going to get too sad.
But
although some comedies do. I guess it's just not the tone of this comedy, I should say.
Some do, but we talked a lot about how in season 2 we are dealing with a much wider range of emotion because of this than in season 1. So we are dealing with this potentially serious situation. Like, what they're going on, mom, there's something she knows her kids are involved in this weird, or her kid is involved in this weird stuff. Something may have actually happened to one of the friends as a result of it. So we've got, of course, the comedy, but we have the serious aspect about, what is my kid involved in? And then we also have the very sad aspect with what everybody's going through about what has happened to Rob here.
Yeah, what has happened to Rob? So yeah, there's a lot of it's just like this season kind of goes deeper, I guess.
It does.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
We pushed ourselves in a lot of ways, and one of them was the range of emotions.
I think the talent, the actors all really enjoyed that, or at least I remember Peter commenting on that, playing like really liking being able to have more depth in this season. I think he was looking forward to that.
Heather does also appreciate the name.
Thank you. I pet names have to be. I'm very serious about my pet names. I once had a fish named Ozymandias. It's a reference from poetry.
Left Spin asks how much calendar time elapsed between season 1 and season 2.
It's a good question.
Did we really officially establish that?
I think we actually no wait. I think we did. I think it's like 2 weeks. I think is what we established, because it has to do with his brand or something like that. Because his brand is still pretty fresh, so it hasn't been too long. It hasn't healed really. So maybe arguably it's less than that. But I know we've said it wasn't more than that.
I think that I don't think we set a specific amount of time, but it was specifically supposed to be a few days up to 2 weeks, but not more than that, because Rob's brand is still fresh. He's still dealing with the psychological trauma of what happened to him with the branding. So yeah, it hasn't been all that long. The dad gamer says, "How's it going? Welcome. Glad to have you here. It's going pretty good. We're having a lot of fun here. This is a great stream. Welcome everybody.
It is fun. I look forward to it.
And good to see you. Yeah, this is fun. You give us energy. Like I was saying, I get energy out of this, and I hope you do too, Brianna. And I hope everybody watching does too, because I get energy from everybody commenting and things like that. I hope everybody's having a better day because they've watched these streams. That's part of it. All right, so let's keep going.
There's nothing that you could have done.
I don't know how I'm going to go on without him.
I know.
He's free now.
He's swimming with the fishes.
There's your Godfather reference.
Yes.
Brianna and I have been doing a lot of study of The Godfather because, like I said, we've been talking to each other about storytelling and our story development over the week. So we've actually been studying The Godfather. But there we go. That's why I went. It's perfect, right?
I've been really deeply, intensely studying corruption arcs for no particular reason. Of course, no, because I'm writing one.
I'm not sure. I remember I wrote that. I'm not sure if you got it when I originally put it in.
I didn't know that was I didn't know that was from The Godfather. I knew I've heard that before. It's so interesting how influential that movie is. Like there's a lot of quotes that was like, oh, I didn't know that was from The Godfather.
Yeah. Now, actually, I don't know, and maybe somebody in the chat does, because I associated that with a mob thing. Actually, I didn't know it was. I didn't know when I wrote it that it was immediately a Godfather thing. It's a. I associate with a mob thing. That means that you're going to be, your feet are going to be encased in concrete and you're going to be thrown off of a bridge and you're going to go sleep with the fish. But I'm not sure which came first, the mob reference or Godfather, if it came through. Flynn says, we've been deeply studying. Yes. Ryan says, same thoughts.
Glad we're all on the same page right now. That's good.
Oh my God. I've got to call that boy's parents.
We thought that scene with Mother was very important because that is someone who's having a serious reaction. Like she finds out, because Dad goes up there, she finds that what's actually happened to him is Rob. Is he's jumped in this lake and then he has not come back. So he could have drowned out there. Who knows? Okay. Everybody else has kind of a comedic response to that.
She's the one person that responds in a normal way.
Right. But we thought that it was important to have somebody respond in something that is a normal way. Right. Yeah.
Because she is that main person of the normal world. So that would be appropriate for her to do that.
Now, this scene right here, well, we'll play it, then we'll talk. But here we go to this scene. I thought that was a very emotional scene. And that was, I believe, actually the very first scene of season 2 that was ever shot.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, we had him come to your house, and then
that's my bathroom. I was gonna say
did a few other scenes with him at your house that day. But yeah, that was the first thing. Yep.
Yeah, because we've got some that are shot in my gaming room. We've got some that are shot in my living room. But I believe the very first shoot day of season 2, very first scene shot, was this scene of Ben right here. Glenn came in, and I do love it. I think it was done very well because Rob had given him that pin in the last episode as the final farewell before he went and jumped in the lake, and now we're seeing Ben trying to be brave and trying to take on something of Rob's leadership role. Or at least whatever this
right. But he's not ready yet. He can't take it on yet.
He's not ready yet. It remembers he remembers Rob when he touches the pen.
Whenever I see this scene, I immediately think of that day he had his girlfriend over on set, and it was so cute. She was sitting there watching. It was pretty adorable. She
That's
was
right.
having a fun time. Yeah.
His girlfriend was on set this time, so she got to do actually some of the clacker.
Oh yeah. We let her do some of the behind the scenes stuff.
And so she got a mug and everything because she actually became a crew member because she actually did some actual crew stuff. But yeah, his girlfriend came and she was great on set. So she was actually a crew member for the show.
Impromptu.
Because of that. And so it's so good that we are getting to see Leon Sky here. So we're seeing Sky as a musician. We said that he's the one who created the theme song at the end of each episode. He recorded that. He wrote that and then recorded it. And then we gave him the idea here that who's the character? Dave. That Dave is upset and he's trying to deal with the loss of Rob. Right. Mm-hmm. And so all of the lyrics here and the music here is all of his. So we basically just turned him loose on this. And then this is what he came up with, saying that what Dave would have written for Rob. All of the lyrics and the music.
Yeah.
The lines we still wrote, but the lyrics.
Yes. We still wrote the lines.
Yeah.
It's just not the same without Rob, dude. Ever since he left us, I've been leaning more into my music, you know? Music, man, heals the soul. It's healing my soul. We've even decided to rename the band in honor of Rob. We're calling it Big Daddy Dagon. The Deep Ones.
I love that band name. I think
that's because you came up with it.
I know. Yes, I know. I can completely see what Big Daddy Dagon and the Deep Ones would be like as like a rock band. I actually think that was something that was from season 1. I think we had Big Daddy Dagon and the Deep Ones.
That had to be moved to see. Our original version of season 1 was way too long, way too much, too many things were happening. So we moved a bunch into season 2.
Yeah,
and some of it into the written but unproduced season 3 as well.
Yeah, season 3 scripts are written, and some of that still has stuff that we came up with for season 1. But yeah, Big Daddy Dagon and the Deep Ones. I mean, that deserves, like, if I were a musician, like, I could dominate rock space with a name like that.
Things we do for the Deep Ones' embrace. Sacrifice written on our face.
And that was just like that was the take. It was so sweet. That was just something that he did in that one take. And I was like, oh, we're keeping that one. And I want to make another side note because I was just remembering that the order of events here that happens, it's different from how we wrote it. I actually don't remember how we wrote it, but that was something that we discovered in the edit, Brendan and I, that like the timing, sometimes it's interesting because you write things in a script and it makes sense emotionally, but then when you put it all together in a timeline, it doesn't necessarily. So there was something in the pacing where I think we ended up all these people, all the scenes of them reacting to Rob's absence were not all together at first, and so we ended up moving them so that it had a better like emotional arc. It might have been, I'm trying to remember, I think we had something that happened after this next scene with Ben encountering Steve, because that was like a moment when it shifts, when you feel like, oh, okay, now the tone is shifting. So just something interesting that like, yeah, things.
I was going to say, Yeah, that there were some scenes that were shot for this episode that became deleted scenes, which we do have the deleted scenes. So we are going to show the deleted scenes after that. So you will see the deleted scenes. But you're right. I remember watching this later. I was like, wait a minute, we lost some episodes. But you and Brennan's the director of photography who also works on the editing, that you and he had worked together and said, okay, wait a minute, we actually have to cut some scenes here because of the emotional flow of the scene. I remember that.
Of the episode, yeah.
Yeah.
We did like a couple different versions, and we were like comparing them to see which one worked better. And
yeah. And I was hoping that you picked up on that, because I distinctly remember when we were going through dailies or something like that, when you said there was only, because we did several takes of this, because like I said, the dialogue is part of the script, but all of his lyrics and his music, we let him go. And I remember we did several takes and just let Sky get into character and do what he wanted to do, and gave us several different versions of this. And then I remember you saying that one right there, where we're looking at the scene right there, where he leans down on his guitar like that he only did that in one take. And you said, in one of the takes that we shot, and you said that has to be it. That's the one that expresses the emotion that you wanted.
Yeah.
Now, Cypop says, stretch goal for Game Found campaign, digital soundtrack. Okay, let me talk about that for a second, because people had asked, especially on season 1, can we get the full version of the song? And we shot the material for a music video.
Oh, I forgot we did that.
For this. And so we were trying to shoot a music video to go along with a full version of the song. And we were trying to get a full version of the song from Sky, but Sky came in late and said he saved us early in season 1 by coming in at the last minute saying, I got the song, here it is. But then he was trying to produce a full version of the song, and he said, I don't have the recording equipment. Like, what's going on here is not working. I can't send this out.
He had a technical, I think it was like he didn't have access to things that he had before or something. And
something like that. And he was
logistical
saying,
issue. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was saying, I can't send it out. So we do still have that footage someplace. I mean, it's on our hard drives and stuff like that. And if we were able to go on to season 3, I think we should try that again, because I know people do want
people like the music.
Yeah. Have something like that for
we need to see if we can get him to come on one of these.
I want him to. I was hoping. I put out a call to other ones. Like, we should.
Maybe the time doesn't work for people, but
maybe it doesn't. The Cultist music video, exactly. And then Cypop, maybe just a fictional cover cover of the In-World band. Well, that becomes, if we get to season 3, that becomes even more significant. So,
zip.
Sounds like something that should happen. Yep. You guys are on to something here. All right, so going on?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't believe he's actually gone.
Steve? That's my spot.
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you come over here and do something about it?
That was my addition. I don't know why I thought from the very beginning that when Steve does that, he needs to be like a rat coming out, I was envisioning some type of psychotic rat coming after him.
That's pretty much describes Steve.
Yeah. Thinking back on that, I wish that I had done that during practice, and we got such a great reaction now because Glenn was not expecting that, who's playing.
Oh yeah, he laughed.
And he laughed completely. And so I was like, now as an actor, I'm like, okay, so maybe I should have held that back from the practice run through, and of course, I don't think he would have laughed if the cameras were rolling. We could have gotten a more genuine, a different, I don't know. I was thinking about that.
It would have made a good blooper at least.
Yeah. But then we get a very different, as soon as he's gone, we get a very sad, depressed.
Can't believe I ran Steve.
And we saw, what Steve was actually doing underneath this bridge. And you can see all of Steve's homeless stuff in different ones. He's got his altar set up and everything like that. I always set that up behind me and stuff like that, so you can see it there in the screen in different takes, I think.
Rob wouldn't have done that. I'm an embarrassment to him. I can't let that happen again.
And so this is where the shift happens. Before
Right.
he wasn't strong enough, but now he has his motivation.
We are seeing great character
Shame.
development. Right. Yeah. On the part of Ben here, which is more, the different ranges and things like that we were doing.
Yeah, this is an important moment for him.
It's a very
as
important
goofy as
moment.
it is. It's very important for his character.
If you're coming in, I'm just going to drop in the comments one more time. The War of Kings, that's the board game we're giving away. So if you are coming in and you have not signed up yet, I just put the War of Kings sign up in the comments again. But yes, this is a very significant moment for character development right here. Like, what is he going to do about this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Wait.
See, I feel like this might have been one of the scenes that was in a different order. I can't remember exactly how it was, but something tells me.
I think you'll remember the stuff that was deleted, especially when we do the deleted scenes after this. But okay, now, if you've watched the episode already, you know what's going to happen at the end of this scene, right?
Oh, I see what you're about to say.
Right, yeah. So I say, so
no,
we
don't
had,
show them. Don't draw attention to them. Just keep playing. They won't see. I'm kidding. Do you see the fish?
Yeah. So that was so obviously, you do multiple takes of everything, of course. And so, of course, we tried to set up this altar really great. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. So down beneath it, of course, are the rubber fish. And of course, the rubber fish get used. And then after several takes, the rubber fish some of them were in a state of disrepair. But here is a fish. David May says, "It's been fun. I have to go. I start work in 10 minutes. Oh, well, enjoy work. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming in, David. I really appreciate having you here. Good luck at work. I hope it goes all right for you. And you have a good day. Thank you, David. But yeah, but that's still not a problem in universe, because we know that Dave uses the fish as weapons because he used them against Steve.
That is true.
So
maybe we'll just say it broke then.
Yeah, it broke then, right? But I do think it's funny that when you look at this, you see one of them a taped together fish, a janky fish right here. But all the fish are pointed toward that bird feeder that has been used as an altar. Very worshipful, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And then when you go up here, of course, you have the idol of Cthulhu. Oh, which I have right here. Here is our idol of Cthulhu, which was created in season 1 by Ben. This is our actual idol right here. And, oh, by the way, here is a stretch goal for the Game Found campaign that I have already had this sculpted by a digital artist, because we just sculpted this physically, but I gave this to a digital artist and I had this sculpted. So I have the digital file so that we can create a foam squishy of the actual Cthulhu idol.
I want one.
I know. So if we get to enough funding, we'll be able to actually put this into production, and you'll have a foam throwable Cthulhu idol just like this. I put
so you can use it in case you ever encounter any Steves.
Exactly. You can throw it at Steve. You can hit him with fish, and you can throw him at this. I really hope we get to produce this too, because I would love for people who are fans of the Cultists to be able to have this.
All for themselves.
Yep, all for themselves. So I just put those paper plates there in order to bulk it up, because I wasn't sure what the angle. When I'm out there as the producer, but then also like trying to set things up and things like that, whatever role that is, I was like, I realized if you set this down in the bird feeder, you don't actually see it. I wasn't sure what kind of angle there was. And so I set those down so that it would get up higher, but now you actually see the paper plates.
We are from up high. Oh, that must have been a miscommunication.
Well, I don't know. I guess I envisioned it more side to side, and I was like, oh my God, you can't see it. So that's why we put it up, but I don't think that's a problem at all. Left Spin says Cthulhu stress ball. That's exactly what it could be. You could also have a Cthulhu stress ball. And then, of course, that is the exact same pool noodle that Rob has in season 1, episode 5, when he chases off the cult of Shub. It is the exact same noodle, right? Yep.
I just called it a poodle. That's good.
Access your inner light says you're the set designer too. Yeah. So basically, I'm the writer.
Prop master.
I was the prop master, but also basically the what is that? Wait, it's not production designer. The production designer. Yeah.
So he was the head of the art department, essentially.
I was head of the art department. Yep.
And most of the art department.
and most of the art department, but Carol was also part of the art department with me for this time, and of course, Megan is also who you're about to see is the police officer. Megan is also our costume.
I think every single person that was like a major, consistent crew member also appears on screen at some point in season 1 or season 2, except for Carol, because she specifically did not want to be on camera.
Carol specifically does not want to be on camera. Yep. So you don't see her. Production designer, art director, but production designer. Production designer would be at the top. Yep, exactly. Left spin. Production designer, production assistant. Yep.
We've come here today to celebrate the life of our friend.
We got the witches. The witches are back.
They have come. They have come back.
They are come. They are part of this. Here they are.
Rob.
God, we did so many takes of this.
But she still hasn't gotten any better. The coffee pour, her poor rendition of hot cross buns.
This one's
because there were a lot of angles too. That was
that's partly why we did it so many times, because there were so many different. Each angle you see, we did the entire scene multiple times to make sure we had enough coverage.
So I was hanging out down there. I was hanging out down there in the drain pipe.
He did that. He physically crawled all that way over and over.
Oh, that was right, because I had to go back to that drain pipe, get out of that drain pipe.
We had to get your timing just right. Yeah.
And that was it's actually a long crawling distance in order to get there. But I crawled that many times. I was definitely soaking wet and muddy after, because there were many times.
You, bro.
I love pouring one out for Rob like that, out of his horn and the coffee, because that's what they drink.
I can't believe he's gone.
I should have done something more. Something sooner. This is my fault.
It's not your fault, Mike. We all knew that Rob was meant for truly great things.
Yeah, he was.
He was the best of us. Best cultist ever.
Now he's...
You will note that the witches have brooms. We made that comment in the commentary on season 1. I don't know why we didn't think about the witches having brooms in season 1, but they didn't. But I made brooms for them for season 2. And obviously now they've got brooms that fit their personalities. A crooked black broom for Shay, and then a very classic.
They love them too.
Colonial broom, for again.
Swimming. His dream. What could he wish for a friend?
Never be as good as he was. But I'll try. Steve! Stop it, Steve! I was just hungry.
Steve got very close right there.
Very close. Almost. Oh, the horror.
Almost.
He's trying to steal our donuts, man. What are we gonna do?
I call for a crusade against Steve.
I should say, now that I'm thinking about it, we didn't do the entire scene at every single one of those angles. If you're paying close attention, there are quite a few of them. Some of them are just partial, like some of the ones facing Ben we just did that for Ben's coverage. So yeah, just that random side note there.
It's very significant that he picks up Rob's weapon.
Oh, yes.
To do this with. And then there were several scenes where I threw the donut like that.
There were quite a few different versions of that fall.
Die, Steve!
They were hitting you so hard. I think we had to, especially when one of them broke, we were like, okay, let's not hit him quite as hard. We want it to still look like you're hitting him hard, but you can pull back a little bit, guys.
Right.
So we
Yeah.
we had to adjust.
It's not like it was painful because it was all foam.
But it was mainly about making sure our props survived.
Right. Yeah, exactly. When the fish started breaking and the props started breaking down, we were like, okay, hold on. We're going to have to do something about this because we got several still takes to go through here.
Hey!
What?
Stop that!
So that's Megan.
That was
Stop
when
that!
When I burst into laughter watching this before that I completely forgot was our BDSM joke about how the one person doesn't run away from getting tied up.
That's right. So Megan is played the police officer here. She's heavily involved in the theater. She is the costume designer for this entire show. So she's the one who sewed all the costumes together and things like that. So all the costuming was on her for the show. Then she also showed up and played the police officer. And of course, she is also my co-host on Dinner and a Board Game, which is also on this.
And she's also now wife to Brennan.
That's right. She's my oldest cousin. And she is now married to Brennan, who was the director of photography on this. So Brennan is the camera operator, the director of photography for this whole thing, and then also was a major part of the editing for all of this as well. Yes. So they weren't married during this, but then a few months later they got married. Yep. That happened several times too.
Yes. Oh, and so there's like, it's faked him actually falling. When he fell, he was falling onto like a mattress that was out of frame.
Yep. When she tackles him, we had an air mattress that was actually there. So she came up and tackled him onto an air mattress. All right. That's season 2, episode 5. I love that one.
We're halfway through the season.
Yeah, and there's a lot. I mean, things are kicking up in the season as well. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cultists, episode 6 of season 2, Power Word Kill After Party. We're so glad you're here, and we have a very special guest tonight. Of course, Brianna is here with me. So for those of you who might be joining us new, Brianna is the co-writer and director of the Cultists. I'm the co-writer, producer, and creator of the show, and I also play Steve. I also play Steve. But we have with us tonight, very special. We're so glad that he is joining us, Sky. Now, Sky has also 2 major roles in this because he plays Dave, and then also he is the guy who wrote the Cultists theme song that we all know and love. So, welcome, Sky.
Thank you for having me on the show.
It is great for you to be here, and I'm sure that people will have questions and things like that. Let's see, we got people coming in. Let's see, Left Spin is here. Welcome, Left Spin. Great to see you. We've got Jason. Jason, fun as always. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Left Spin says she is so patient with him. You talking about Acantha? There, we were talking about
that's what I assumed
as that was playing. So we're going to talk about that. Woohoo! Left Spin says, "Hey, Sky and Brianna."
Skype.
What's up?
Skype. Oh, yep. Great song, Sky. See, everybody. I knew that people were going to be here. And Heather's here. Hi. Yes, welcome. So glad to have everybody tonight. Okay, so I now have the show ready. So if you, Sky, we just watch a few seconds and then we talk about it. So
live casual commentary, basically.
Live casual commentary, yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, Sky has already entered 10 times to win. Participants of the live stream.
Hey, look, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is there may or may not be a dice goblin in this house somewhere that likes the click clacks.
All right, so let's go.
At first, it was really hard without Rob around anymore. I woke up and I didn't know what to do. I stayed in bed for like 70 hours. Then I thought to myself, what would Rob?
we talked about this. We were like, did he actually do that? Because there's the implication of did Ben just like, is he exaggerating? Is that how he experienced it, or did he literally stay in bed for 70 hours? All our options.
I mean,
all are
haven't
possible.
we all at one point or another?
I mean, grief. That's valid.
I'm not even sure that he understands the passage of time. Like, you know, he just has this number. It's like, I stayed in bed for and he just like it's like a lot to him. What's a lot? Like 70 hours I was in bed. Like, so I never even thought that that he is even able to comprehend.
Abdu, and I knew. Kill Steve. Okay.
Zoom out. This is great.
We made a lot of signs because these signs were made. Carol and I made these in the workshop, and we seemed like we have a lot of signs that we had to make for the cultists because there were the signs for the coffee table. Steve has signs. There were signs. There were a lot of signs that were made for this. Les Finn says he must have slept long enough to get his spell slots back. Exactly. Yep.
Exactly.
70 hours would do it. What is that? Is that the donuts in front? It is. I had forgotten about that. Free coffee for people who want to kill Steve. There's the coffee and also the donuts are right there.
Continue the fight against Steve. This is my new purpose in life. This is my mission. I won't let Rob down.
The determination.
Yes.
Now
and the witches.
We were back to the witches, and this is the redressed gaming room that's on the other side of this wall here.
Heath's house.
Yep, here at my house. So that's the gaming room. That's the one that we did the new pilot for the second season of Dinner and a Board Game in. And actually, there's even a video on the channel about how I converted that bedroom into a dungeon. So if you haven't seen that, that's on
into a dungeon.
Right? Yes.
Multiple and possible meanings there.
Heather says free coffee equals the great motivator. It does. So we thought that would be a great den for Shay. That that if we redressed the dungeon room, it would be a great one for Shay. Oh, and this was day one of filming. This wasn't the first scene. Yeah, it wasn't the first scene. We've already talked about what this first scene was, but this was the first day.
Cool. That's funny because that take it spilled over more than the other takes, but it just worked. So she's trying not to make a mess.
Well, and we did that several times to get that. And that fizz is we had to do in Foley. So that fizz was actually something that was added in later.
Yeah.
Shay, I need your help.
Hey, Ben. What's up?
I need a spell to kill Steve.
That escalated.
You know how to kill people with magic, right?
Well, yeah, I've helped a couple people shuffle off the mortal coil, but that doesn't really seem your speed. What if we just did a spell to give him a really, really bad day? I know this one that makes hair grow until it's bursting.
Oh, I got
one where you have hair.
I got a comment. A little bit. So some of this is her idea. She told me when she came in, while driving to set, she was like, I have these things. Can I say this? And can I say this? And so she had a lot of this is her injecting her own personality as well. So just to pass that credit on.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, that some of this wasn't actually in the script, but that she and Rachel and Glenn were going back and forth and practicing a few different things before this.
All of your
I have to
fingers.
say my favorite curse. My favorite curse that she mentions is the cartilage curse that just hops from tooth to tooth and you can't quite. I related to that way more than I should have. The moment she said it, I was laughing at all the other ones. I was like, oh yeah, you can get it out. And the moment she was I was like, man, that's too far. That's not nice.
That was definitely her improv. That definitely was improv for the win.
That is outstanding.
Well, this wouldn't even be considered improv because it was just unscripted. Because I think she then did it consistently. Well, I think what it was we had to edit it down a little bit. I think there were 4 things she said, and when they practiced it, we're we need it to just be 3. So I think that was the change. But yeah.
Then there's the cartilage curse. Oh, I love that one. Bit of beef that just hops between each tooth.
No! Okay, I will not stop until Steve is destroyed. It is my duty as protector of the cult.
Oh.
Lots of character growth here again for Ben.
What about that book Rob gave you? Doesn't it have spells?
She does this thing.
Yeah, it does.
We're interrupting quite a lot at the beginning.
No, it's fine.
But she this was something that she did consistently. If she was here, she would tell you about it. But like every time she said the word Rob, she would throw a little bit of annoyance or sarcasm into it. So like just the name itself annoys her.
It has kill spells.
What did I tell you? Looks like you have everything you need.
And in that take, he happened to just open he opened the book and just kind of turned, and he's on the class description of the wizard, and you can see it in that camera shot. He turned to the
How
wizard
about
place.
that?
Perfect.
That's dandy.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob. As you can see, Steve is behind.
So
There's
we
another
get
sign.
Another sign that I had to put together. So we should take a look here. So you can evaluate all the things that I put on the sign. So
Appreciate all of Heath's work.
Steve, dog catcher, Sri Lankan drift from trade liberalization, my secret discussions with the lizard people.
So like articles or whatever.
Right, yeah. Some of them I just went and got news articles and things like that, and then I added other things that maybe Ben was thinking about. That's why we've got like EU Trans-Asiatic Partnership trade imbalance
DMT
causing geopolitical distress. DMT, right, and interdimensional aliens, all caused by Steve Coleslaw.
Some of these are so
Coleslaw is one of my very favorites.
It's like things that are very out there and very like influential, big, important things, and then there's coleslaw and Crocs. It's like these, the contrast between them is it's pretty funny.
I think rare beetle causes.
What was that?
Go ahead.
Oh, I can't remember exactly. I can't remember if I did it or not, but I had a plan, and I think I did it like take one. But I was trying to make Brianna laugh by pulling off the glasses, being like mint ice cream. It all leads back to Steve.
Wait, Sky, we have to tell this story. We do. About this. I don't remember all the details.
Wow, yeah. First of all, I'll tell part of it, which is first of all, like throughout filming season 1 and season 2, I mean, we're at a park. There is wildlife happening around us, and there were regularly geese that they knew the moment we started filming. The moment we started, and they would just begin honking just aggressively. I mean, honestly, like we owed them something. And so that is like there's a lot I think it's actually in the bloopers for season 1 where you can hear Brennan, for those who don't know, the cameraman, going hold for geese quite a few times.
Hold for geese.
And and then there's the other thing.
We had a playful conflict, Sky and I, throughout this season, where it was just this ongoing. I can't remember what started it. What started it?
I started it because I was half panicking in an email, trying to get all the information together, and I was so worried that I had the schedules mixed up and that I wasn't going to be there when I was supposed to be, and just through half my panic, I jokingly threw out, is this the actual time? Is this the actual day? Does anybody actually like mint ice cream? The world may never know.
Oh, and then I responded. Well, I don't remember what I said, but it was basically saying I was telling you that I liked mint ice cream, and so then that became a thing where you were like,
oh.
What did you call me, like a psychopath or something because I like mint ice cream? But it became this ongoing thing where we were trying to bring in mint ice cream whenever we could, puns and then I started messing with you with happy birthday as well.
I thought the
Yeah, because there were all the
birthday thing was
little
what you
happy
were going to talk
birthday.
about. Well,
Yeah, the little happy birthday
talk about that in a
flakes that were
moment.
all over from when somebody had celebrated.
Should we come back? Well, it was just
We'll come back
basically-
to the birthday.
Okay, we'll
Oh,
come
yeah.
back to it.
Okay. Yeah, so we said, is the beetle damage to Amish crop? I think I made that one up. I think that one is just something I thought of. But the one in the center there is scientists have new theory for what caused dinosaurs extinction. It's like Steve caused dinosaur distinctions. Could be geese caused.
Oh
by
yeah,
Steve.
definitely. That was definitely Steve.
Could have been.
Yeah, well, no girlfriend, but that's the important, because when Ben showed up in season 1, he wanted more girls to be as part of the cult. So that's the reason we don't have a girlfriend
At all. The dog catcher, coleslaw, Crocs. He's even the reason we don't have girlfriends.
It all comes back to Steve.
Yeah, he's ruining everything.
If Rob were here, he wouldn't let this happen.
No, he wouldn't. But he's not. And I have to be our protector now. So I'm going to take Steve out.
How are you going to do that?
Do you remember how Rob said I was a wizard?
Yeah.
Well, I've been studying a lot. I'm going to cast Power Word Kill.
You can hear the geese in the background right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, good choice, dude. I always wanted to try that one. It'll be amazing. Probably.
I didn't notice it until you pointed out.
Now everybody's going to notice that.
Be proud.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steve won't know what hit him.
Oh, this scene. I love this scene.
I like this too. This was early on being Steve, I think. In the shoot schedule. And no, I was not actually rummaging through the actual park garbage. We brought a garbage bag, and I had garbage that we brought. So, and sometimes I wanted to see more of the eating. I was doing a lot of eating things out of the garbage, but I don't think a lot of that actually got into the actual.
Yeah, the scene is like there's a lot of practice that went into that, because then we did like a bunch of different angles as well to get all the different moments, and then getting like the pacing of it down. But then like you guys just had it like you got like a really good rhythm to it once we had all that practice in, and so it turned out really great. I really loved how this turned out.
Yeah, we did this a lot. I remember this whole scene. Molly says no park trash was harmed in the making of this season. Hey, but if eating park trash is what I had to do in order to get the show done, then do it.
There are a few lines you would cross on. You wouldn't.
Right. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Steve doesn't stand a chance.
Okay. Do you have all your spell components?
Yeah, it's somatic and verbal only.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm right behind you, man.
They just like step as if they were hidden.
Right. It's like Steve didn't notice them while they were over there hanging out.
You're in big trouble now. Prepare to meet your doom. Kill! Kill, kill, kill! What happened?
I don't know.
He
Wait.
just walked away.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I think
The
when
little-
we were.
I was gonna say the little he just walked away was also unscripted, that just like naturally came out, and so I was like I had to put that take in. Anyway.
I think this whole scene with the Dungeons and Dragons spoof and all of this was something that was thought up really early on in season 2 while we were scripting and stuff like that. This scene came to me rather clearly early on.
Yeah, this is pretty. I think this is just your writing. This scene.
I think it may be. I think this was, and we originally had it up at the. We had it in the script. It was supposed to be up at the pavilion, because instead of the tree, it was this pole in your way. But it became a tree. We moved it down here for some reason. I don't remember exactly. It is good for a variety of location, and that may have been why we did it. I don't know.
I think it was just something practical about how we were shooting it. I don't remember what.
It could have been.
You utter a word of power that can compel one creature you can see within range die instantly. All right. Could you see him?
Yeah, I could see him. He was standing right there.
Oh, was the tree in your line of sight?
No way. I just looked around it.
Okay. What's the range on the spell?
60 feet.
Okay, and how close were you?
It's hard to tell. We're not on a grid.
Here, look. Where were you standing?
Right here.
Take this.
Where were you standing?
Well, that's not moved since this happened.
Right, I haven't gone anywhere.
Stay here. I'm gonna go and stand by the garbage can where Steve was.
We really should have done this before casting the spell.
Nope. That's only 25 feet. You were well within range. Honestly, you could have killed him from, like, way over there.
That would have been better, actually. He smells pretty bad.
Yeah. Alright, what else does it say?
If the creature you choose has 100 hit points or fewer, it dies. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. So, I don't know.
By Father Dagon! Steve has more than 100 hit points!
No way!
We'd have to hit him with a battle axe like 25 times to kill him.
No wonder it didn't work.
Do you remember that, Sky? I love the way that all of a sudden this comes to Dave. Like, oh my God, like he is struck out of the blue, the thunderbolt by this idea, and that it doesn't even connect with a bit. No.
Yeah, I also like the fact that Dave is aware enough that like he can calculate like, oh, well, the reason this wouldn't work is if he's more powerful than we thought he was, but also has to count on his fingers how many times exactly he would have to be hit.
Yeah, that was a good touch.
That is another place where Dave and I share a bit of commonality, because I also am garbage at math. So
we Inner Light. That's funny. We got an approval of that one. I'm glad.
Good.
Steve, rat bastard.
That's also unscripted.
Yeah, that way it was so perfect.
I'm so amazed that you guys kept that in. That was another thing that it stayed around like the entire time we were filming, is we just kept trash talking Steve, and it got worse and worse.
That's true. There's a lot of those, like, because people would usually, especially for something like that, if it's unscripted, there's usually a pause that people will wait just so that, like, if we need to cut it out. But like, there were a lot of those. You guys did a lot of those, like, at the end of takes, just saying something about Steve that was terrible, and that one worked out, so it kept that one. I think there's another rat bastard somewhere. I don't know if it got in or not.
Heather says the secret is out. Yep, Steve has over 100 hit points. Might not go well for me. This might get all of a sudden really bloody if we have to be taken out. Steve's going to be taken out with the battle axe here.
Oh, I think that would not be fitting for the rating of this this show. Might change the tone a little.
Well, Dave could have gone in that direction, but yes, fortunately they returned to a magical direction, right?
Yes.
Now this scene was again shot on
dimension door out of there. I said Dave would have tried a dimension door out of there. He's not squaring up with somebody with 100 hit points.
That's true.
That's a good one. Somebody could try. Yeah, somebody could try to escape a dimensional door at some point, and then, but not work. That's
a good one.
Or actually, it would also be good if somebody's like, if Dave decides, oh, I'm out of here. I'm going to cast invisibility, but he's just standing there.
Does like
but thinks he
does
can no
the high
longer be
knees
seen.
whenever he sneaks off.
Yeah. Everyone just watches him slowly as he goes across the frame.
So this scene was another one that was shot on the very first day. This was still the first day of filming, because this is back at my house. Shay and Acantha's cottage here. This is my living room. So we're in my living room here. And my house was still is an old country house, but I completely renovated the whole house to turn it into what I wanted it to be. The dungeon room, I got the hall, which is, you're seeing here in the living room for this. I have footage of this, but it's one of those things that I have never gotten around to editing. I edited the creation of my background here, my board game shelves. That's on the channel. Creating the dungeon is on the channel, but I'm going to have to get in to edit the. There's a whole lot of footage about tearing this house apart, putting it back together. But anyway,
It's quite
this
a
is my living room.
transformation.
It was a huge transformation. I wanted to be out there, but we'll see.
Who is it? Hi, Ben. Come on in. Door's open.
Is Shay here?
No, she's out. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah. You know a lot about magic, right?
It's my specialty.
Well, Shay said I should kill Steve with one of these spells.
Yeah, she told me about that.
I've been studying really hard, but my spell didn't work, and I'm not.
Implication being, of course, that the witches don't want these guys to actually go and commit murder. They're protecting them a little bit. So, like, yeah, let's just keep letting them think that they can use this for now.
So what kind of conversation did Shay have? Like, you can imagine that conversation, like Shay talking to Cantha. You're not gonna believe what just happened. Ben was over here and is trying to kill this guy with magic, right? So what was that conversation like? Heather says to renovate your house to look like Heath's life.
To Heathify it, as I would say.
Yeah, to Heathify the house. I like that.
Not really sure why.
What spell were you trying to cast?
Power word kill.
Here, let me see. All right. Could you see him?
Yeah.
Were you within range?
I love the starting it over.
I know, just those. Yep. Let's start doing this. We couldn't do that. It would have been like, it wouldn't have been. It would have crossed the line from being funny to boring if we went too far into that. So just like the first two questions, but yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
It's almost like you're connecting with technical support, trying to fix your router, and they're like, did you unplug it? And you get reconnected, and you have to come back, and they're like, well, did you unplug it, and plug it back in? Oh, yes.
Right. Yeah. The whole list of questions. Is your monitor on right now? Can you see your mouse? Yeah, all of that good stuff. I also, there's two things in particular that I enjoy here. One of which is how helpful the witches actually have been to the main cultist quad, however you'd say that, because like they've, I mean, you know, for all of the eye rolling that Shay does, like she still is actually involved, and you know, and Acantha as well is, you know, they both very much seem like they're there to help regardless of what's going on, and so I love that, you know, Acantha especially is like neutral ground for everybody. She's like, yeah, what's up? Let's talk. I also love the idea that they probably both know exactly how to drop bodies if they wanted to, but are also looking at this like, this might be a little too far.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, they did go to the orgy. Yeah, they did show up for that. They all right, you were doing what? All right, well, let's do that.
Range?
Totally. But I think what the problem is that Steve has more than 100 hit points.
Oh no, sweetie, think about it. His scrawny little buddy couldn't have 100 hit points. I think you're just not high enough level to cast Power Word Kill. Look, it's a 9th level spell.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I'll have to figure something else out.
See, and I like that. I mean, the way I was thinking about this is that, well, he comes in sad. So, you know, he comes in and he tried to cheer him up and stuff like that. And then, well, here's your problem. And then he's like, oh, what's going on? And she's like, well, I guess I'll keep this going because I don't want him to be sad. So, you know, I don't want him to kill this guy, but I also don't want him to be sad. So she has to generate another lie. I mean, you know, Shay's basically generated a lie for him. And so she covers for Shay's lie.
Right. A helpful lie.
Right. There was the lie going on, but then, you know, it didn't work and he comes back. So they're kind of caught in this lie. So she covers for Shay, but then he's sad. And, well, how do I fix him being sad? Well, generate a new lie.
How about...
It's also an interesting implication that she knows her way around this kind of a book. So
Right.
it's like this, I guess this implies that she
Right.
plays D&D too.
That is a great point.
Phantasmal Killer.
Probably wrote some of the spells.
Oh.
Oh, she might have. We need a good now we need to create like an Acantha or Shay custom spell for 5th edition. Like what Acantha's whatever, like Bigby's floating hand or something. Acantha's whatever.
Right.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see
man.
within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears. Visible only to that creature. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, and on a failed save, the target becomes frightened. But will that work?
Do you think Steve can make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, no, there's no way. He's really stupid. It says the frightened creature takes 4d10 psychic damage. That's perfect. That'll kill him.
Great.
I love his look there. Oh, that'll kill him.
We were talking about this earlier before we went live, but like, or I guess I was, whatever. But like, another thing that's great about this character that you see in this moment is the fact that it's like what Sky was saying. You know, she's super helpful and she's super sweet, but then she's also someone who has probably like actually killed people before, and so the contrast between that, she's like this bubbly character that like, you know, is genuinely dangerous, so it makes her fun, and she did such a great job with capturing both of those ends.
Left Spin recommends Acantha's helpful spell servant. See, I was kind of thinking something like the unseen servant or something like that for her too. If you've got other ideas in the chat, let us know what kinds of spells, because that could be something to do on Morning Grind. Talk about spell creation and try to create some spells for them. That could be something to do then. That sounds like fun.
Okay, now on your way. Go have fun killing Steve.
Okay.
So, she's happy again, but now she's sent off the problem, right? Okay, well, everybody's happy now. Okay, no, wait a minute. But I've generated a new problem here.
For now.
I think we should definitely, since Sky is here, jam out to the music, right?
Yes.
Everybody is party time. We still need to do a music video sometime.
Oh yeah, we have the footage for that.
And then watch you Actually, Sky, do you have the lyrics for that? Because I've been asked for the lyrics. If you send them to me or something like that, we'll put them out. Oh my God! Oh,
yes,
sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I know you're still there.
The main lyrics that you hear in the can you still hear me?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I hit the wrong thing. I was trying to get us back, and I hit the wrong thing.
Okay.
I took you out for a second.
No problem. The lyrics that you hear in the end of the episode are "Cut you open and watch you bleed, like a vampire. We need to feed. We're looking normal, but we're not what we seem. We're human animals. We're the cultists."
Now you all
there
know.
We go. Now we know. That's important. We've got Shay's biting tongue or rolling eyes. Shay's biting tongue is a pretty cool spell.
It's like vicious mockery.
And Molly says, Molly says, hold on. It's giving bye-bye, boys. Have fun storming the castle energy. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And Sky, how long did the song creation take?
I think roughly 3 days. It's like I enjoy creating music, and so fortunately I had fun with it, but there was no studio that I was able to get into for the time being, and I was on a time crunch, and so I did the whole thing in between finagling like all these kind of wires in between like all my different musical equipment, like guitars, this electric drum set, my amp, and all doing it through some generic music app on a phone. And that was the most difficult part. Was there was one point where I couldn't listen and play at the same time, and so I just had to hit play and record, and then I had to just guess the tempo as it came through. And so it took me a while, but once I got that part out of the way, the rest of it fell together, and then I sent it out to them.
And like I said, and he came in at just the right time, because we were looking for some other music, and then Sky was like, "I got it, it's here," and it was like the perfect time to edit into season. I was back in season 1 to edit into those, and I love that we have it. I love that we have it. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. It is so good to see you. I am so glad to have you here. Welcome to the after party for the Cultists Season 2, Episode 7. We have with us, as always, the director of the show, Brianna da Silva. She's also the co-writer. I'm the producer, creator, co-writer. I also played Steve. But let me tell you, we have an extra special guest tonight. We have Tom Robinson, or do you want to go by Thomas?
Tom's fine.
Tom's fine. All right, Tom Robinson, he plays Dad. So Dad is with us here. He is so good. We may even go back and talk about some of the scenes so that he can give some commentary for us. We will see how this goes. But I'm so glad to have you here, Tom. It is so fantastic. We've got people coming in. All right, everybody, let's do our commentary on Season 2, Episode 7.
What about that boy, Rob?
So what we do here is we just talk about it. I mean, you've probably seen Tom, but you can call out any time for us to stop. And if you've got questions in the comments or anything like that, if you're watching, put them in the chat. We'll bring them up and we'll also discuss them. So
yeah, especially for Tom. If you guys have any questions about his experience or anything.
Especially for Tom. We may need to go back and grab some of Tom's scenes.
This is probably my biggest this is my biggest episode. This was the episode I really, when I got the script, that I was looking forward to filming. Yeah.
Did you hear about that boy, Rob?
Yeah, I did.
They still haven't found him. Do you want to hear the...
Well, I will say in here that, remember, of course, we didn't have a telephone voice when we were filming this. I remember...
She was reacting to Heath off screen saying...
Well, right. I was saying I was like hidden down someplace and I was feeding the lines of what was supposed to be on the telephone, but we didn't have the telephone like voice.
Right.
So that was cut together afterwards.
That was done afterwards. I want to say I even cast her afterwards, the friend.
Right.
And
because
she is Glenn's close friend, and that was the connection there. But also I want to say she'd auditioned for season 1 for something, so that's why she was on my radar. Yeah, she had. I can't remember what she auditioned for, but yeah. Anyway, and so I reached out. That's how it was. I reached out to some people that had auditioned before that I liked. And she ended up doing it, and basically they recorded several different takes of that and then just sent it to me, and then I chose one. I don't think I had any further direction for them. I don't remember, but
yeah, they sent you several different options in, and we just cut the ones. Or
I think it was ended up
which one.
Yeah, actually ended up kind of cutting from a little bit from both takes because you can do that. But yeah, so that's how that happened.
And that got rid of me, like laying on the kitchen floor, feeding lines or something, or whatever was actually going on.
Right.
Worst part?
What's that?
He had a full scholarship to study chemical engineering. His mom found the letter in the trash can in his room the day he jumped.
Rob?
Now, there are multiple things here that, Mom being a very straight character, and, Rob is gone, having left in this, left into the lake or whatever, and is now gone. And that, what the worst part is? Not that, the kid is gone, but that, wait, there's an unused scholarship that was out there.
It's pretty messed up.
So that is a bit of humor on Mom's part, even though Mom is generally straight. And, of course, she plays it straight right here. But, is that really the worst part of what just happened to Rob?
Rob had a scholarship for chemical engineering?
Yeah.
This is so terrible. It's these kids getting involved in all.
And that's character backstory for Rob you might not have known.
Right, because that was something we were talking about, that he's delusional, but he's still intelligent. Yeah. He's not dumb.
And Trey says...
you see that in other situations, too.
Right, yeah. And Trey says, this episode reminds me of conversations with my mom around playing D&D in the 80s. And exactly, I mean, we tried to bring the well, the satanic panic. We played with that in multiple ways in the season. Obviously, Mom to the cultists manifests it most directly, but there are other ways that it's meta layered onto the episode as well.
The stuff causes them to go crazy.
First they start playing Monopoly, and then they move on to Dungeons and Dragons, and the next thing you know, they're worshiping demons and drowning themselves in lakes.
I burned our copy of Monopoly just the other day, so that can't even get started at my house.
Yeah, good.
Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Of the worst. Yeah, that's the gateway drug is the most most harmless game imaginable. Although I don't know, is Monopoly harmless?
Some people, right? Left Spin says Monopoly, the great way jug.
You can get into fights on that game.
Everything starts someplace, right? But we try to come with what's the most mundane kind of board game that you could possibly play.
Right, something that like someone that doesn't play games at all would wouldn't be able to distinguish or something.
Right, and then that's what leads to Dungeons and Dragons, and it's the Inner Light says it's those hotels, they're evil.
Oh, I'll call you back.
Ma'am, is this your son?
This was great.
That was one of my favorite shots. That's actually might be my favorite shot in the whole second
Going
season.
back right here?
Right. Just the absurdity of that. It's just the height difference between them is so profound. And just the opening up and just seeing that is, I don't know, it makes me chuckle every time.
Yeah, Megan needs to come on one of these shows and talk to us. Because Megan, see right there, Megan, you've probably seen her on Dinner and a Board Game. She's playing the police officer right here. There she is. She's also the costume designer for the whole show. She did all the costumes for the show. And then also she did Dinner and Board Game with me, and she is now married to the director of photography.
Yes, this is another one of those examples of how almost everyone that was behind the set appears on screen at some point.
And she's my cousin.
All the connections.
Right, all the connections. There we go. Oh, and evil things and the get out of jail free cards, Trey says.
Is this your son?
Yes. What happened to him? What happened to you?
Nothing.
Your son and his gang beat up a homeless person in the park.
You're in a gang now?
No, I'm not in a gang. I'm in a cult.
And you beat...
I loved that line.
It's not a gang. It's a cult.
It's so important that he makes sure that that's clear. That like even to this authority figure.
And as if that makes it better.
Right.
Like, no, this is gonna make it much better. Not a gang. This is a cult.
He was asking me about that. He was like, what is my relationship right now to this police officer? Like how am I interacting with her? What is the like, am I still being respectful? And yeah, it's pretty funny.
And Trey says Megan's facial expressions in this scene are great. Yeah, well, I will definitely make sure that she notices. She told me that she would come on one of those. She wasn't able to make it tonight. Tomorrow
Running out of episodes.
I know. Tomorrow is actually Brennan's birthday. So the director of photography birthday, and so they were off having a party because I invited them. So that was what's going on. Left Spin says religious freedoms.
Exactly.
And then Austin says, "Come on, Mom, it's not a gang. I mean, come on,
It's so much better. I mean, technically, it's not illegal to be in a cult, like Left Spin said. Religious freedom.
Homeless person?
He deserved it.
Okay, now that
it says this is my happy place on there, which is so great because again, that was another thing that was just that house just had that, and we saw that we're like, okay, we're leaving that. We're leaving that because the irony of that is pretty great, and it seems like something that she would put, like that character would put on the door.
I think that does get a great. Okay, now I think that is a great irony here. This is my happy place. I love that. Now, Trey brings up exactly the point that was controversial to me. So Trey brought it up. So did Mom have a key for the cuffs? See, I think I don't remember how this was supposed to go, but I was thinking about that as this was being shot, and I was like, "What did Mom do?" Go ahead. Tom.
That's between Mom and Dad. Let's keep that between Mom and Dad. It's really none of your business.
That's hilarious.
I think that's the best answer to that. I think that's the best answer to that. Yes, Mom might actually. I think that is.
That it's got to come from somewhere, you know.
Left spin says, yeah.
Left spin says Dad sure did. No, Mom might not have the key to the cuffs, but Dad sure did. And then Inner Light says no. The police person probably released him into Mom's custody.
To Mom's custody.
I was thinking about that. I was like, wait a minute, because I don't remember how I had it.
I don't remember what that discussion was either. I think it might have been one of those things where we're like, it's just in the cut that you would think that no one would notice, but apparently someone did.
Yeah, the flow of the scene.
The flow of the
so
scene,
well.
exactly. That's
Right.
why we didn't want to stop. And I think that was the reasoning.
Trey says, I was going to say it opened up huge doors of thought.
I love all these potential implications of this of world building and character.
Yeah, and those are important. And 7Xmas7 says this has total Curb Your Enthusiasm vibes. This is actually a great shot that I freeze framed this on with like
him
Mike
back.
looking back through the window here back to the police officer. I like that.
I cannot believe it. My son brought home handcuffed by the police. How infuriating.
We had a day that was basically just all of her little one-off shots where, you know, she's doing something to the camera. There was that, so this was one of them, but it was just like we filmed all those in one day, and then I think there was a couple scenes with her and Mike that we did that day too.
Yeah, she was not on. I mean, yeah, she wasn't on set all that long. She mentions that in her, one of her behind the scenes things.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot done. We moved fast.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, this is not a big deal.
Not a big deal? First of all, you're grounded. You're not going anywhere. Nowhere. Do you understand me?
Okay.
And you're gonna clean up that backyard like I've been telling you to for weeks.
Fine.
Next, I want that robe right now.
Mom! No!
Right now!
No way!
Next.
Oh yeah, we should comment on that.
Yeah,
so
comment
in the script, we were going to have she tackled him at that point, but we couldn't get it quite right. I guess our what would you say, our coordination skills with our stunt skills were not quite up to par, because it was supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be just like the timing of it would be like and they fall out of frame. But every time we try to do it, it was just awkward. It was like too slow, and so we were trying to use the couch, and we didn't have the right setup, I guess, to do it. So we ended up just cutting that. But yeah, that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I remember filming a scene where Mom tackled Mike and that would explain how she got the rope, that she tackled him to.
It didn't look right. It didn't look right on camera. Yeah.
Trey says all we need is the background sitcom music. Austin says it's not a phase.
Mm-hmm.
And Trey says I like the jump take to her holding the rope. Well, that was our solution.
Yeah, I'm glad that it works.
Yeah, that was the second best solution. If you don't actually get to see her tackle him, then the second best solution was there's a jump cut, and you can imagine how she.
You just gotta assume. You gotta imagine how that happened. Because even that left some imagination where it's like, what happened next? How did that happen?
Yeah, which I think still works. I mean, it works. It works.
Yeah.
Inner Light says I think it's technically a habit, but robe works. Well, Mike wears like a whole tunic. He's got a two-piece one, because like if you look at Dave, he's wearing a robe because it's open in the front, and actually Steve and Dave wear the same kind of robe. But Mike does wear a whole tunic that is closed in the front, and then a hood that's a separate piece. Go ahead.
I think robe is the right term. I think habit is what a nun wears.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that's what I associate a habit with, is something that
Yeah.
a nun would wear. Right. Left Spin asks, did that rental house come with all the booze?
If it did, it was gone before I got there.
Or do you mean the left spin? Do you mean the alcohol you see in the background, or do you mean what she's drinking? Because if it's the former, yes, that was just part of what they had at their house. And then of course we brought wine for her to drink. She did have some of it too. She's like, and we get to give mom more wine. She's like, yes. But yeah.
Yeah, what's being drunk was stuff that I brought on set, and so she had real wine to drink. But yeah, there was stuff around the house. But what was being drunk was stuff that I had brought. Cthulhu Bob Lovely says too small a place to tackle and too cluttered. That was one of the issues with like the whole movement stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, if we knew how to coordinate that better, it could have been done. But I think
she was tackling him onto the couch.
Right. So we should have had like something else instead of the couch. Like we should have had something that we brought, some sort of pad for them to fall on, and then we would have moved the stuff out of the way for that shot probably. And it was also like he was nervous too, so that always slowed it down. So it was just one of those things where it's like, we didn't pull it off.
But Trey says, and she's got the robe and she's still holding the wine.
I think she wasn't holding it in the previous scene, though. So was she? I don't think so. So then that would imply that she picked it up again.
I don't think she was, because I would think that would be a bigger issue trying to coordinate that.
Right. Oh, yeah. And also it changes the tone of that scene. This is like almost like her victory goblet.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. Jason says, I imagine Benny Hill music as she chases him down. And then, Left Spin has actually already looked at it. Yeah, it's in the background on the stand. I think that was so she had it with her, but it wasn't in her hand. So that's right. So she had put it down. That way we didn't have to deal with putting it down in order to tackle them. Right. Yeah. And Cthulhu Bob Lovely confirms what you were saying, Tom. Yeah, habit applies only to nuns. Heather, welcome. It's so much better that it cuts to her holding it. All right. Well, I'm glad that works then. It's so
sometimes
defined.
Being limited makes you more creative. So
yeah, you get the imagination here, right? He is so defiant, and you think he will keep it until you see her holding the robe. Great point. Thank you.
I'm going to get every single candle out of this house.
Oh, great Nyarlathotep, I worship you.
I loved doing this scene with Mallory. This
love
was
this scene.
fantastic. This was a great scene. Cthulhu Bob Lovely says, woohoo, I'm a Discordian. Okay, wonderful.
Nice.
I'm so glad you're in the Discord channel now. Tom, you should get Discord and come in. Just I'll put you in.
I'll get it set up this weekend, hopefully.
Nice.
Let's just put me in.
But I loved, this. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to clarify, I guess, or comment on something I said when we got started. I got confused. I thought this was episode 8.
Yeah.
I'm not even in this episode, so I thought,
Yeah.
why am I here? I'm not.
Well, I know, but that's why I want to talk about your scenes, and I hope you're going to come back next time.
I got confused. So it was episode 8 that I was really looking forward to.
Oh
filming
man,
because I'm not even in this one.
Can you be here the next Friday?
Yeah, I should be. Yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna come up. Hang on, we got to go through this, but then I'm gonna bring up your scenes in the previous episodes because I want to hear you talk about them.
I'm sitting here thinking, wait a minute, this is what am I, an idiot? I don't know.
Oh, it's okay.
No,
It's
no,
been
no,
so
no.
long. It's been so long that like even I don't remember what happens in these scenes.
Yeah.
Every time I come these weekends to watch it, I'm like, oh wow, I forgot about all this.
I remember with Under This Bridge, because the Under the Bridge has been an important part, and I remember Brennan hated Under the Bridge because as far as the camera angles and everything like that,
Poor Brennan.
hated having to film under this bridge.
He kept switching back and forth between different sides to alter the look and stuff. And every time it's like, okay, where are we setting it up now?
And there wasn't a great place for anyone to actually, sit down, especially the crew, with the microphone stands and everything like that. They
trying not to like slide off and fall into the water.
Right. And then I remember, I enjoyed it because, that's where Steve is and we always set up Steve stuff. But then I got up one time and was talking to some people, just some, arbitrary people. I don't say random people because it wasn't random, but it's arbitrary people. I was talking to arbitrary people who were at a table not far from here. And they were like, what are you guys doing? And I was trying to explain what we were doing. And they were like, well, now be careful down there because they've told us about all of the snakes. And I was like, what? Oh my God, I haven't seen any of those. I really don't want to have to deal with like a rattlesnake or something under this bridge. Trey G says, Cthulhu Bob Lovely, well played, sir. And Trey G says, lovely. Callinisty?
I don't know what that comment is.
I don't know what that is. We'll keep going.
Who are you?
I'm Acantha. You're Steve, right?
Yes?
I saw you get beaten up the other day. I brought you a Band-Aid.
You want to talk about the Band-Aid, Brianna?
It's like she doesn't quite know what a Band-Aid is because she's, well, again, we're not saying explicitly that she's from the past, but if she was from the past and had time traveled to this current day, it might be that there are a lot of things of the modern world that would be so delightful and fascinating to her that she wouldn't quite understand. But it's like, hey, the Band-Aid, it heals you. So here you go.
Oh, thank you.
How are you feeling?
Oh, and I took a beautiful picture of Mallory dressed up as Acantha that went out on my Instagram of her sitting there, like as I was looking at her. And it's just such an amazing picture. It looks like Acantha. It's amazing.
Not so good. I came out here to worship my Lord and Savior, Nyarlathotep, but now I'm just afraid I'm going to get eaten and die out here alone and starving.
I always use the derpiest, like so many of the derpiest takes of like things like that happening where he's in the middle of talking and then it falls. So anytime anything like that happens, it's just that made it into the final cut.
Right. I remember all of his ritual equipment falling down and stuff like that. I was like, well, just try to keep going, set it back up.
As he would.
Snakes in the Winter. Well,
it wasn't quite winter. It was
spring.
Yeah,
it was spring.
Season 1 was filmed in the winter, but
yeah, and this was spring. Okay, so that's something from Discordianism. I'll have to look that up. I'm not an expert in Discord yet.
If I don't bring a substitute to the wicked women of the Black Goat, I'm done for.
Oh, I see. Now,
no,
she just moves on.
Yeah, I love that reference to them. Right. Yeah, the wicked women of the Black Goat.
Yeah,
she knows who that is.
Also, what Brianna said, she's just like, oh, I see. Well, anyhow,
yeah.
I'm sorry that you're going to get eaten, but
this is such a perfect encapsulation of her character.
Note, yeah,
this whole scene just like completely summarizes her.
Steve, don't worry. There's nothing anyone can do to prevent that.
There's not?
No, and you shouldn't worry about things you can't change.
There's nothing I can do to keep from getting eaten?
Well, no, not the getting eaten part. That part's inevitable. But if you're hungry, I'd be happy to bring over some muffins next time.
It's such a fantastic combination of being sweet, but also like reconciling with just, apathetic to disaster, right?
Yeah.
Heather says, I have to say, Heath saying his Lord and Savior's name so perfectly when it's so hard to say is so impressive. Been meaning to make a point to compliment that. Oh, thank you. So yeah, we had thought about different pronunciations for that, but I had always, like, when I was writing Journey to the Tree of Sorrows and everything else, we'd already said Nyarlathotep. You could say Nyarlathotep, What? Now I'm confused which one I said.
You were saying Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep. We had said Nyarlathotep, right? You could, right? Yeah, Nyarlathotep. You could say Nyarlathotep. Other people were saying that. That's highly controversial. But Nyarlathotep.
Do people actually have controversies over these things?
Oh yeah, there's controversy.
Oh,
There's controversy about how we said Dagon.
Yes,
and we even
too.
And we played around with that on set, right? Yeah, yeah.
Dagon, yeah.
So Nyarlathotep was how I had always said that, but you could say Nyarlathotep. So hopefully, because the cultists, we will say Nyarlathotep.
Yeah, we're the authorities here.
Right. I think this will change it. Inner Light says Nyarlathotep isn't really hard to say. Right. That's what I thought. It's just Nyarlathotep. Right.
when you break it down into syllables.
There's just a question of whether or not the Y is pronounced as a vowel or a consonant, depending on which version of the Necronomicon you are using. Oh.
Nyarlathotep. Nyarla.
Right. So wait, Ian, welcome, Ian. Now, Ian was with us for dinner and a board game. Ian, in fact, we're going to be playing some more. I'm going to be putting out some more of those episodes because I had taken some of them down. Ian is also a fellow board game designer. He's a friend of ours. Hey, Ian, so glad you're here. He says, I always thought it was Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep.
Wait, what is that?
That's totally different.
What is that, a third pronunciation?
So many possibilities.
Nyarlathotep. But hey, yeah. Hey, Ian. Hey, Ian, I hope everything's going great. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Can we make a batch?
Oh, really?
Sure.
Well, that would be wonderful.
Okay, I'll try to bring them over before you're gone. Now, stay warm out here. I would hate for you to die of pneumonia before something else can kill you.
Okay.
This also summarizes a lot about him because he's just kind of like completely moved on from being horrified that I can't avoid being eaten, and then muffins, okay, and now he's just like not thinking about the fact that he's about to die.
Well, she even says that. I hope that before something else can kill you. And he's like, by this time, he's like, okay.
Right.
All right.
This is it. I'm going to hide under the table. Then, when they come to drink their coffee, I will secretly pour.
I loved doing this scene.
Did you love doing every scene?
Well, I love doing every scene, but I love doing this scene because it was so focused on Steve. I mean, I'm the only character there at this point.
Oh, you're saying this particular moment, yes.
Yeah, this particular moment, because, this is the most close-up Steve scene. And so I wanted to get it right, And so, oh, hey, Linda is here. Linda, welcome. Says hi all. Welcome, Linda. So glad to have you. Inner Light says it's the Necronomicon from the 70s that has you pronounce the Y as a consonant. So it starts as Naya, a nasal intonation. This is some serious, this is actually deeper than I got into the pronunciation of them. Thank you. And then Heather says, OMG, this scene had me laughing so hard. This scene, the whole scene, this particular scene where I'm just focused up here was one of my favorite scenes, but then also what's about to happen was also one of those.
When we were watching it earlier, Heath was laughing. Were you about to say, Tom?
I'm just going to say, beyond any of that, I just like that he has the Band-Aid on his face.
Like, what's it supposed to do exactly?
Yeah, but I mean, he does have it. He got beat up by a bunch of guys, but my God, he's got that Band-Aid on his face.
He's got a Band-Aid, so he's good to go.
And that's significant. It sure is. Left Spin says Acantha is saving Steve for later sacrifice. Well, if you think about it in the background, right? Yeah, if you think about it in the background, what is Acantha and Shay's play? What's going on there? Ian says, too bad you can't tie in some couple of notes under. Too bad you couldn't tie in some couple of notes of the Chili Peppers under the bridge during that last scene somehow, like an Easter egg, like some faint and distant radio or something. That would have been cool. I'm anti Red Hot Chili Peppers. Is that what we're talking about here? But,
yes.
I know a lot of people like them. So that would have been one of those things.
This powder into their cups. They'll fall fast asleep, and I'll take them to the cult of Shub. And then I'll be free.
This was also one of Steve's most, cartoon villain moments. I mean,
Yes.
arguably what the sign is, but this whole scene is also most cartoon villain.
Oh. We got to keep an eye out. Steve
This
could
of
be
course took
anywhere.
this took so many takes too. So you're like thinking about all the reset that we did. Just want you all to appreciate that.
There were so many takes here, and there were so many resets because we had to
We
wash
rehearsed
away.
it first too, but still, yeah.
We rehearsed it, but it still took so many takes. And after every take, we would have to wash away all of the powdered sugar.
Yeah.
You know, and that in order to reset it so that
It
it
was
didn't,
not
you know,
easy.
there wasn't powder everywhere. Trey says he should have just powdered the donuts.
No, see, you're thinking more smartly than he would. See,
Why
he's
didn't
literally-
Steve think of that?
Because he's Steve.
Hey, have you seen Mike lately?
No, not since he got arrested. He's probably in prison.
Oh my gosh. Or maybe he's just like at home?
Either at home or doing hard time in the big house.
Yeah. Oh, dude, did I tell you we might have a gig?
No, that's great, man.
Yeah, dude. So like some guys heard us playing and now we might have a gig at Cracker Barrel.
Cracker, I love that place. Your music is gonna fit.
It's just so much. It's just the amount is pretty absurd.
Yeah, and there was one take where there was much more.
Yeah, that one, you loved that one so much. There was something about it that didn't work, but I can't remember.
I don't
what it
remember
was.
what about it that wasn't working. But there was one.
You were
take
like,
where
please use that one. And yeah, no.
there was some take where I put out the powder and it just like covered them, like
It was
especially
like-
Dave in the black.
You could see him all over his sleeve, and it was just like ridiculous that he wouldn't have noticed.
Right, they got
Yeah.
covered by it, and they were still playing it like they didn't notice, even though they themselves were like covered with white powder. Austin, well, glad to have you back. Welcome back, Austin. And Interlight says so too. Steve says Steve would have just ate the donuts. Well, that's what
That's
exactly.
true.
Steve was trying to eat the donuts. Trey says, "I'm curious to see what happens if a policeman you see covered in. I'm curious to see what happens if a policeman see you covered in powdered sugar." Well, I'm not sure.
Right in there.
Oh, dude, I appreciate it. Like, this might be the big break we need, you know? It's just, I need more exposure.
Have you thought about taking off your pants?
No? That would make me more exposed, though. Oh, and I'm trying to get an Olive Garden, too.
Oh,
Dude!
Steve?
Do you remember what I looked like after this scene?
You looked covered in coffee, is what you looked like,
Right, because of the number of times we had to do this, the
and
number of times
covered
I
in
had,
sugar.
and I had sugar and coffee, because you can't see me right here, but I was covered.
I think there's a
sugar and
picture
coffee.
of you. Yeah,
There is a picture. It might be on my Instagram. If you look
I
at my
think it is.
Instagram,
It
and-
might be.
yeah, that's where I am. If you scroll down, I bet you're going to find it, because I really wish that we had been able to pan back to me, because I looked like
You looked
I don't
messy.
know what. Yeah. I mean, I was just covered in coffee after multiple takes and covered in sugar after multiple takes. It was crazy. You could have Megan show up and arrest Steve. Well, yeah, where's Megan in this? Where's the police officer?
What are you doing under there? Were you trying to slip us a Mickey?
You're gonna pay for this, Steve. Just you wait. As soon as I learn the spell, you are done for.
Because I had run out from the table after that. I mean, I was running out from the table after that, but we weren't able to pan back with the camera.
You okay?
Cthulhu Bob says, lovely says, oh, Olive Garden moving up from Cracker Barrel. And also, some of these candles that Ben is working with right here are probably some of the candles that are behind me.
Yeah, probably.
What's for me, I find it interesting. It's subtle. You almost don't catch it because you're paying attention to, to Steve trying to dump the powder into the cups and all. But that line that Glenn says about when he says they're going to start, their band's got a gig at Cracker Barrel, and he says, "Oh, you're going to fit right in there." And it's just subtle. It's you almost don't catch it, but you're thinking, "Yeah, right. They're really going to fit in there." Yeah, those
And
old folks are really going to love that music. Yeah.
And how much they don't understand. Oh, like why in the world would you fit in at Cracker Barrel?
But it's even it and then that this whole thing follows with this scene with him and the candles, because like how I just sit there and I think, how stupid is this guy?
To make those two, to make that comment and then do this.
Yeah. To make that comment and then to realize that these candles are, all you have to do is turn them off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. Trey asks, wonder if you could get a remote candle at the end of an episode when he is not looking, turn it on. Well, we'll talk more about that. We tried things like that. So we'll talk more about that in another episode. So hold that comment, Trey. The Commoner, welcome the Commoner, says, are there candles behind you also from season 1 with Mike and Rob's ritual? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They definitely are. Good catch there.
The spell is a minor magical trick that novice spellcasters use for practice. You instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. Range 10 feet.
Yet again.
Previous
comments.
Am I within 10 feet?
How much?
I love that scene. That's such a great still too. That is fantastic. You know, we ought to put that as a D&D meme or something like that. Did your spell fail? Are you within 10 feet? There you go. 10 feet? Austin says, fun fact about those candles, do not keep them next to the exhaust fan of a laptop or they will actually melt. Oh,
sounds like a lesson learned from personal experience.
Experience, maybe? Yeah.
Abracadabra. Hocus pocus, fishbones, chocus.
That was something that a magician at a birthday party told me, like when I was 6.
So that's where you put it in.
Yeah, hocus pocus, fishbones, chocus. That was like, that. Inner Light says, or did you just spell fail? It's a picture of a tape measure. Yep. Or did your spell just fail? It's a picture of a tape measure. Could be. Could be.
It's not working. Can't even cast a practice spell right. How am I supposed to kill Steve with Phantasmal Killer? Can't do this without Rob.
That moment, there was a change that happened where that scene just felt so much different. And it was just the slight little thing, which was that I had him just put his head in his hands then. And it just like changed the tone so much. I love that as like a example of like sometimes a slight little difference in an action just makes something feel different. It makes it feel different for the actor. But yeah.
And the Commoner says, looking forward to the Cultist Hocus Pocus crossover. Hocus Pocus, Fishbones, Chocus. Yeah, they need to hire us for that.
That you all fear.
So this was the second Dave song.
Yes. So because we got sad there for a moment, but we're still ending the episode on a hopeful note.
And this was shot at about the same time.
Yeah,
the same time as the other one was shot. Yeah. The Commoner says the Sandersons and the witches in the show could have some fun adventures together. Probably so. Probably so.
We're the strange things that you hear. We're the unknowns, but one thing's clear. If you run into us, then you'll disappear.
And I think that actually, because we talked about in the previous behind the scenes that Sky was talking about how he created this, and he was intentionally creating this scene as something that, like, as Dave was potentially writing the theme song.
Yeah, exactly. And then I love how this goes. It flows perfectly into the closing credits. So
into the
yep.
Exactly
on purpose, of course. That's how
on
that's
purpose.
How it's got. Yeah.
Right.
But
and Trey says the Hocus Pocus Fishbones Chocus could be the title of the sequel game after the ritual. Well, it could be. It could be. Right. So that leads us into that. So okay. So let me ask you, Tom. So we're over an hour here. Can you stay with us to talk about the previous episode that you were in?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or do we want to do that next week? Can you stay with us, Brianna?
I can stay for a while.
Okay. Then let's talk then, and particularly as the director's here and the actor, let's talk about that scene then. Because I already preloaded that episode so we can talk about that. Because I would love to do that.
Are we going to do the are we looking at the scene after Rob has disappeared?
Because there are two.
Right.
Because there were two. I also had the branding scene.
Oh, do you want to bring up that?
Do you have a preference between them?
What do you want to do?
No.
Hey, I'm always good to talk about myself. So whatever you want to.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Which one was the branding one? Was that episode 2?
Was maybe.
I believe that might have been 2. But like I said, I thought this was 8. So
Right.
What do I know?
Well, why don't you just do the one that you have pulled up, Heath?
Oh no, it is 2. Okay, I can bring it up right here. Okay. So now we can do both. So now I have both prepped. Hang on. What were you saying, Brianna?
I can stay up. I don't want to stay up for long.
Okay, I won't talk much. It'll be quick. There's some.
Let's do them. Let's do them.
Okay, let's do them, and then be back with us for the next episode too, Tom, if you will.
I'll be here next Friday.
Okay, so here is this episode. This is the first episode. This is when you walk in. I'm going to cut out for a second, but I'll leave to discuss.
Up is the gate.
So, right. So here we go.
Yogg-Sothoth.
I'm still with you in audio.
Yogg-Sothoth is the gate. Ask her. Yes. Oh, hey, Dad.
Hey, son. Can I sit down?
Yeah, sure.
You've been acting a little weird.
You gotta pause
lately.
it for us.
No, I'm
you
pausing.
okay?
I'm pausing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Because I'm gonna ask you about, because like you two had a relationship. You guys knew each other previously outside of this. How did that play in for you?
Yeah. So that's how I ended up with this part, because Peter and I had done some live theater together, and he sends me and I am old enough to be his dad. And he said, and we had kind of that kind of a really good relationship. And he sends me this message. He says, "I'm involved in this thing. We got to replace somebody for season 2. I think you should audition." And it went from there. And so this scene was our first scene together, and it was easy to play. And Peter is he's very serious about his role. I mean, maybe I'm not. I was like standing outside the door. I'm like, okay, let's go. And he's sitting there like, yeah, I gotta get into my character.
Yeah, he has to get into the right mindset.
And I was like, man, let's go. So
you two have different personalities on set for sure.
Probably shows he's he comes across much more anyhow. So yeah, it was a good experience. Yeah, Peter's great. I like him.
Yeah, I'm so grateful to him for reaching out to you. I mean, when he found out that we needed a new person, he took it on himself. He was like, all right, I'm going to go message all these people that I know. And yeah, he got me a bunch of connections and people to audition, and yeah, so.
Yeah,
Let me just say one other thing.
Yeah,
because I don't want to take up a lot of time because you can't stay long.
No,
I like Dad's,
take your time.
Dad's line is, "You've been acting kind of strange lately." Above and beyond the fact that you're in a cult.
Right. Strange for yourself. Strange for you.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of recall with that line. There's some line, I Love Lucy from decades and decades ago, when Ricky, Lucy's husband, asks, was it Fred, the neighbor, like, has Lucy been acting strange lately?
Yeah.
And Fred's like, strange for normal people or strange for Lucy? And so I feel like that's the kind of energy that we've got here. Like, you've been acting strange lately. Like strange for you, not like strange for normal people, because strange for normal people is like what you act like. So
What happened?
Well, Rob really wanted to commit himself fully to Cthulhu, and so we did a ritual, and I branded him.
Everyone was commenting last time. They're like, "That's not the reaction I thought he was going to have."
Yeah. I went back and watched the last time you guys did this. I've been watching the episodes and the commentary, and you said that so many people were like, "Wait, that's not the reaction we expected." It's right. Like and it should. Well, it's a real weird dynamic there, because it's almost like the dad who's like, you went out for the football team? I didn't know you had it. I didn't think you had it. Right. You auditioned for something in the theater. I didn't think you branded a guy. Wow. That's great. I'm so proud.
Austin says, wow, looks both shocked and proud. Right. Exactly. Right.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Which is a direction Brandon and I have talked about that in other commentary episodes, that Dad, which was of course not the same actor, it was a different actor who played Dad, but Dad was a very minor part in the first episode, but we had a first season. We had an arc for him, and so this is what we go into here with what you're playing is not probably what you were expecting with Dad in episode 1. It was hinted at, but it wasn't fully exposed yet.
I didn't think you had it in you, son. But do you think this branding might have anything to do with why Rob is upset? Yeah.
No.
Because you put hot iron against his face.
And he's just like, I hadn't considered that at all.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a good thing he had his dad to talk to.
But I love that when Dad says that. Now, wait a minute, do you think this could have anything to do with that? And Mike's immediate response is, no. That's like, no, man, that couldn't possibly be.
Well, I mean, I don't think so. He really loves it.
Did you apply any topical ointment or give him any kind of pain relief after you branded him?
No.
Oh, when you brand someone, come on.
See, and Les Ben says, Mike has a distinct lack of
branding aftercare.
Exactly. Love that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And which makes if you look at season 1, like what happened there, like we were always like, man, God, he would be in so much pain if that just happened to him. But there's consequence.
Austin says, sounds like Dad has experience. Just wait. Just wait.
Exactly. Les Ben asks, did you cuddle him?
You would think Mike would know these things, right?
Yeah. Like that, you've got to treat it, and you've got to give them something for the pain. He was probably in shock.
Whoa. I had no idea.
That's probably it, son.
Huh. Hey, how do you know so much about branding?
Oh, I branded a lot of my friends back in the day. That is probably my favorite line of season 2 that I got to say. That's probably my favorite line. Oh, I branded a lot of my friends back in the day. Yeah.
That is exactly the moment when you find out that Dad may not be what he seems.
That's
right. Exactly.
When he says that.
And I like football team, ritual branding, typical high school stuff. I like that, like we were talking about Mom, who plays everything straight. And then she drops in that line about, the worst part is the scholarship. And it's like Dad plays everything straight as well, but there's so much more absurdity in his, I think, or at least that's the way I read Dad and felt about him when we started this, is that
there's a potential explanation here too about why Mom is so disturbed by her son's involvement in cult
This
things.
cult,
It's because she knows it's something that her husband left behind, a long time ago. And so that's like the worst thing to be coming back, that's always like there, this threat.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. What?
And then it just gets better. The next line just gets better.
Here we go then.
You did?
Oh yeah. We used to have a good time. Oh yeah. You betcha. Yeah.
Oh, now this is a good point. Access like this. I thought Tom and Heath were related for some reason, and you actually were not. Yeah, our last names were both Robinson, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, no relation. Yeah, this. Austin says next season we'll find out Mom was the last to be branded. Who knows? Hopefully, we need to do a season
by Dad.
Branded by Dad.
The last one gives new meaning to the.
That's what the handcuffs are for.
That's what I was about to say. New meaning to that.
Oh my God.
Okay. So that was that. Then my other scene is after Rob disappears.
Okay.
Very different.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's go to that one then. So yeah, that was the end of that one. So let me take that one down. Just a second. And now, so the other episode, the next episode, right when he disappears.
Yes.
Okay, so this is now. I'm really interested to know more about. Oh, so we just starting to start at the beginning here because I would really like to hear your commentary with the director on this because this was a deeply emotional scene, and
one of the few that we had.
Well, because Brandon and I have talked about in other previous episodes, as far as the commentary goes, the up and down of the emotion that this season has that the previous season did not, but we incorporated greater emotional range into this season. And it's especially present in what you are in here in this scene. So, I would love to talk about that.
Yeah.
Something is seriously wrong with Mike. I think something happened to his fish friend.
And she's so serious.
Right. Always.
Even when she says something silly. Yeah.
Yeah. Fish friend. His fish friend. But she's just, that's what he is. His fish friend.
And of course, there's Rob's horn, which we talked about previously. Yeah. Very significant here.
I think this scene is an example. I was saying you two kind of had different personalities on set where like he really needed to like get into the scene. You were just like being able to snap right in and out of it. People have different styles.
And I think I remember being outside of the room for this. I remember I was just sitting outside the room, managing things outside. Yeah. While Brianna and of course Brennan was also in the room because he was running the camera. But you were in there with Brennan and then the actors and managing this.
Mike, can I come in?
I guess.
Because at that point you're already in.
Yeah.
I guess.
You are already here. So.
You want to talk?
It's Rob. He's gone. He went to be with the deep ones under the waves.
It wasn't your fault. There's nothing that you...
See, even though it's a sad... See, there's... Both of you have, like, a funny line in here. So it's like this... It never leaves the realm of comedy.
Yeah.
He went to be with the deep ones under the waves. Like, that's a ridiculous thing to say.
I will comment, too. Yeah. Just because that's maybe the only... If for no other reason, just this is the only reason to watch this scene is to say this is... Go back again to our we just see things that Peter and I just came at it from two different directions. Because I remember I was ready to go, and he's just sitting on the bed, getting himself into this whole, like at one point, to be honest, I thought he was literally going to cry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, come on, dude, let's go. Let's get this.
Get
this over with. Let's shoot this because
I think you were like cracking jokes, and he was like not having it.
Yeah, he was not. Yeah, he didn't think that. Yeah, he didn't think it was funny.
Not wanting.
And I think even I kind of even wanted to, in my mind, I wanted to play the part a little more not so serious. And, our eminent director, she said, no, I really want you to be, just bring it down, be a little more serious, be a little more, and I'm thankful for that because it worked out really well. I think the scene works really well. And I think, good. It's just good too that Peter and I knew each other beforehand.
Yeah, because it's important. I mean, a lot of this is important for the characters because these two, like the fact that you two are able to have a bond here. Obviously, the scene before is what starts that, but this is also just like for the arc moving forward. It's important.
Yeah, the first scene there kind of lets Mike in on the fact that, Dad played high school football too,
right.
Dad was also in a cult. He branded people. And then now we get this more just continue to bond. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
They're
like they're on the level of allies now, you might say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's important.
Yeah.
Inner Light asks a question about, do you want to look up If I Were a Deep One? I was just doing that. I don't know if we can play it or not. We'll see. Possibly. Yeah. We'll see. Because I don't know what I can play here. Let's continue here.
Could have done.
I don't know how I'm going to go on without him.
I know.
That was, it's humorous, but that was really touching. I mean, I love that scene in here.
Yeah.
And we played that multiple ways too. We in terms of the level of emotion for him.
We did. Yeah.
He's free now.
He's swimming with the fishes. And I remember at one point I suggested, what if at this point I kind of look at the camera and kind of
we had some takes like that.
Yeah. Like almost
and I liked that.
Breaking the third wall and saying, do you believe I'm having to console him over this? But I'm glad we didn't, because this works much better.
Right. This one was the one that worked the most, but that was a fun way to do it too.
See, Trey hits it. So Godfather. See, that was what I was writing, because I think that line, because Brianna and I have actually talked a lot about the Godfather in the last couple of months, but the swimming with the fishes.
It's Luca Brasi.
Yep.
Right. That's a really like evil kind of line. That means that whatever. But in this context, it's intended so genuinely. That's exactly what you would want. That he's swimming with the fishes, which is exactly
which is like what he imagines. Like what Rob would imagine himself to do. Literally swimming.
Yeah. Like if you've never seen the old, it's a really old Don Knotts movie, The Incredible Mr. Limpet, where it's one of the first movies that was live action and animation combined. And Don Knotts falls into the water, and when he does, he becomes a fish. And then it goes from live action to animation, and it's
so
this
familiar.
fish, and he's just swimming around. It's old, it's goofy, but
that makes me feel like I saw that as a kid or something. That's like triggering some half memory, but interesting.
So, and I think that's it. I think that's all.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of that scene.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we've caught up with Dad.
I'm so glad we got to have the go over those scenes with you.
I am too.
I've got to call that boy's parents.
And this is such a great contrast to that, right?
Yeah.
She's reacting.
Oh my God!
Normal way.
Right, she has that reaction.
It's like Dad doesn't even think about, well, we need to call his parents. We need to send out no. He's gone off to be with the deep ones.
So that just solidifies too, like how similar those two are. Those two characters.
And I afterwards, Brennan said, he goes, "Oh, I got some really good shots of the two of them together." And it was like Heath said, it was just the four of us, and I guess Dax was in there holding the microphone boom. Yeah. So it was just the four of us or five of us, and so it was a good experience. It was really cool. I just hope folks enjoyed it, and I'll be back next Friday to talk about the next episode, but I'll go ahead and say
spoilers. Dad's in it.
Yes, there are spoilers. But I will say, just since this is my first time to be live on here with you, it's just how much I appreciate Heath and Brianna and the opportunity to do this show. It was great. It's a great experience. I look forward to when we finally get season 3 back on the rails. So
I hope we're able to do season 3 soon.
Good crew, good cast, great script. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. I really want to do season 3, and we gotta keep moving forward here. I really want to do that.
Oh,
we've got
the scripts
lots
are great.
The scripts for season 3